Oh my god. Okay, there we go. Now it's working. Why isn't it working for everybody else? There we go. Okay, people, talk.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, there we go. All right, cool. Ooh, man. All right. Technical difficulties are so much fun. But hello, everyone, and welcome to our 75 follower celebration level 20 drunk one shot. We are all at least mildly intoxicated at this point, I do believe.
Yeah.
And,
A little bit.
yeah, we're just gonna hop right into this shit. First off, announcements.
Yeah.
What announcements do we have? This is like our #1 announcement for the longest time, and now we don't need to announce it anymore because it's happening, and I'm confused. I'm scared. I'm anxious. I don't know what to do.
Well, okay. So, Make Believe Menagerie is supposed to be tomorrow. We'll see what. We'll see what happens.
It might be.
Tuesday. Oh, Waterdeep Dragon Heist. That's our big announcement.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you do that, Hobart.
Oh, Waterdeep Dragon Heist on Tuesdays, everybody. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's a game of Waterdeep Dragon Heist that runs on Tuesdays. It's an audio-only show, and the exciting announcement is that we have our very first guests booked for that game, and those guests are none other than 3/5 of the Almost Heroic podcast cast. We have Patrick, the goddamn DM Tracy. We have Robert Samael Zoller. These are not their characters they'll be playing, but that's who you would know them as if you listen to their podcast. And we have Whitney, whose last name I actually don't know, but she plays, oh god.
Fake fan.
Yeah, I'm a fake fan. Nope, I'm just also, again, mildly intoxicated and, stuff. Yeah, anyway, Whitney, I swear it's right on the tip of my tongue. She will be there as well. And so we'll have 3 extra guests on Tuesday. It's going to be a lot of fun. They are making some really funny characters. They're going to bring the whimsy. So tune in. It's going to be a riot. And then sometime in February, we will have our next guest, which will be Becca from the Dice Girl. And that's going to be a lot of fun, too. And we'll update you or as we get a little closer to that. Any other announcements?
Tune in next Sunday for the continuation of Fortune's Tide.
Azurite, that's her fucking name. Sorry. Azurite,
Oh
that's Whitney's character's name. Sorry, had to get that in there before I forgot again.
Okay,
Giveaway?
Yep.
Giveaway?
Hannah, what were you saying?
I was just reminding people that the actual constructive stream is going to be returning.
Our non-intoxicated stream will return next week.
Yeah, this stream is for you guys, like, especially.
Yeah.
This one is for you to enjoy and to remind us of our mistakes for the rest of our streaming career.
Yeah. Oh, God, this is going to be on the internet, guys. All right. Another big announcement. We finally launched our Patreon. So if you go to any of our Twitter accounts, you will see multiple retweets and tweets of the Patreon. It is patreon.com/ that thing. Oh, my God. I can't think right now, guys. Patreon.com/ forever DM no more. It's easy to remember. I don't know why I can't. If you are a member of our Patreon, you will get access to some exclusive content, and it's all listed out like Patreon does. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah.
Oh, before I forget, shout out to Slope of the City, who's in chat right now.
Yeah.
He won the contest to actually pick my character for this, which is a College of the Swords bard.
Nice.
So hopefully I do it justice and I don't completely fuck it up, but I'm not hopeful.
Yeah. Slope is OG.
Yeah.
And he's donated to
Extra Life.
Oh my God, Extra. Thank you. I'm sorry. Yeah, Extra Life as well. So we appreciate that, and so hopefully I do it justice.
And so we do have 2 giveaways tonight. One is for a set of dice from Die Hard Dice, and it's going to be the Tourmaline set. the same set that I will be using tonight to kill these people that you see in front of you. And then the other giveaway is actually for a gift card to Eris Sivad. I honestly don't know how to pronounce the last part of the name. Sivad. To her online store. She makes custom dice bags, dice trays, and is all around generally a very cool person. So we like to support small time creators and hopefully help them grow into the big time, because we like to ride people's coattails. That's the hope. That's the hope. We want to be a trophy wife stream, essentially.
Right, yes.
All right. Is that all the announcements?
Well,
We need to
at
start
the mention of Extra Life, we should probably say that down below our Extra Life information is available.
That
as
link is
well
currently
as...
broken. Yeah, the
What?
Extra Life link is broken. I need to fix it. They ended their previous campaign, and I have not set us up for the new one.
Okay, we'll fix that later.
Okay, anyway.
Never mind.
You can still donate. Donate to Extra Life. They're awesome.
That's not what that's not where I was gonna stop.
Okay,
And
continue.
also, the link for our public Discord server
Goddamn disaster.
is down below. Or maybe if we just didn't interrupt Hannah, we'd be fine.
Nope.
So, JJ, what are you...
Oh, this is off to a great start. All right, Hannah, finish. Seriously.
So make sure you check out our public Discord server, and if you become a Patreon, you do get some Discord rewards involved with that. So, yeah, support us,
Indeed.
bitch.
All right, one last thing before we get started.
Yes.
I just need to know what everybody's drinking.
All right.
Oh boy.
I'm drinking some Blue Moon.
Ooh,
It's
nice.
cheap, it's effective, it's delicious.
I am drinking a Paloma, which is literally a grapefruit soda margarita. So tequila, a little bit of lime, and squirt.
Looking fancy.
All right. I just went coffee and Jack Daniels. So we're gonna see what happens.
Oh my god. I just went coffee and Jack Daniels. That's what I got. It's real good.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Oh my god.
I'm drinking Everclear and ice. No, I'm just kidding. It's vodka and Diet Coke, because that's all I had left. My kids drank my Mountain Dew, so
Yeah, I was gonna
I'm
say
really good.
that 3-liter of
Goddamn.
vodka. Jesus
I'll bring that out. I'll bring that out later.
All right, guys. So we're gonna get started now. I promise.
Okay.
That. All right. So this one shot takes place in on the world of Osiria, which is my homebrew world, but it takes place before the end of the world, essentially the remaking of the world. This one shot takes place during an age of heroes, elder gods, and elder demons battling for the very existence of the universe. The people of Osiria, and particularly the people of Talaris, the continent of Talaris, where we are familiar with, have been under siege for as long as any of them can remember, as the elder gods and elder demons wage their bloody war upon Osirian soil. It is the mortals who suffer and die. The incursions have been growing more and more frequent, spilling out from the ethereal plane and the abyss, threatening to sunder the world itself. 4 heroes are sought out by Bahamut, the Platinum Dragon, for help in restoring his power and sealing the material plane off from the conflict. These 4 heroes journey forth to find Maguffin's Scepter. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. An exceedingly powerful artifact that will help to accomplish this monumental task. The party has traveled to the Vauban Mountain range and have opted to travel on horseback, because I said so. And you've been given kind of a vague location as to the whereabouts of this scepter from the great wizard Maguffin from long ago. And as you travel along, imagine it kind of like a movie. We're panning along and you all are on horseback, or whatever mount you choose. And So we start, like, we come up from behind the party, and we see before us a small individual sitting on the back of a dappled mare, and he wears a very regal-looking starched coat of what colors do you think Ozzy would wear?
Purple?
Gold
I don't
and purple?
know. Sure.
I mean, that seems fairly traditional, like a wizard or
Regal.
sorcerer. Yeah, kind of regal
It's
colors.
yeah, it's like nobility colors.
Yeah, we see
I
before.
was thinking more like plaid.
Sure, he's got a kilt. He's got a kilt on. Chris told me to do whatever we wanted, so he's got a kilt on underneath that beautiful coat. He likes it breezy, you know. He likes to keep it breezy.
Oh my God.
I mean, I wear a kilt, that's why. So royal blue. Slope says. Okay, Slope said it's royal blue. Slope said it.
That's canon.
So it is a royal blue coat that flows behind and kind of drapes across the back of the horse. And this halfling individual, as we kind of pan up beside him, has almost an undercut, but it's like a Viking style with shaved sides and a long top knot pulled back into a ponytail kind of look. And he wears a little bit of a scowl on his face as this continues along, and he kind of looks forward and says, I don't know why we couldn't have just flown here, in disdain to the rest of you. And we pan up a little bit further, and we come across Hannah's character. Hannah, would you like to describe yourself, please?
Oh boy. Okay, so Serendipity Juchala is very proud of her occupation. So as she's riding along on this we'll say Pinto Dapple Foxtrotter type of horse, look it up.
I don't know horses, so I'm gonna trust you.
But we're not here to describe the horse, just picture a pretty horse. She's a tiefling. I should say that right off the bat. Big horns that kind of go up and curl in a little bit. I don't know what kind of animal I thought of when I drew that, but it happened. And she has very like a periwinkle lavender toned skin and hair. Her hair is a little closer to white. And her hair is designed intricately, braiding around her horns and some pieces hanging loose. And she's wearing a tight corset that's on like the pastel pink side. But it's decked out with like iron studs going down the corset, and looks like if she hip checked you, you'd probably take like 16 points of damage.
Bludgeoning.
Damn.
And you know, her skirt is all hiked up and strapped up and all this other stuff, and she's got like a lace shawl kind of like protecting her from the weather. And at Ozzy's complaining, both her and her horse do this thing where they like whip and look at him, and both her and her horse have like long hair, so there's like a hair like floop. And then both of them, like the horse like does that irritated snort horses do and flicks its tail, and then she also does like a and then looks away.
Okay. All right. So as that happens, the camera continues to pan up forward, and let's say that Thorn is next in line.
Okay. Well, Thorn is a UNT rogue, and she has the UNT features like greenish goldish skin, gold eyes, very slanted and serpentine like, long black hair that's just braided all the way back, so it's out of the way. She's probably wearing some, like, if you guys know Skyrim, the Nightingale armor, the black set. She's probably wearing something similar to that. And I'm gonna say she's riding a camel. Yeah, she's on a camel.
All right.
And I'm gonna say that she also responds to Ozzy. She's like, "Well, I wanted to ride my camel, so I'm glad we did take our mounts. Just got her." And then the camel's probably just like strolling and like chewing on something. That's my character.
Yeah, and Ozzy kind of twirls his fingers, and you see some playing cards that you guys are very accustomed to just kind of flutter out and just make this shower of sparks, and he just kind of grimaces. And as that happens, the camera continues to pan up to the leader of this troop, currently at least, Zamfir. Would you describe yourself, please, JJ?
So Zamfir is kind of like your typical. He looks like Justin Bieber, but in elf form. He's got like his hair's like immaculate. He's got his goatee is like neatly trimmed. He's riding what looks like a unicorn, but upon closer inspection, it's like a fucking white horse with a stick glued to its fucking forehead. He is a master musician. His favorite is the pan flute. Like, he looks like the kind of guy who can play like pan flute here, like play Dragon Force like backwards on like hard level. So he's a fucking wizard on the goddamn pan flute. But he's kind of a pompous asshole. But yeah, that's Zamfir.
He's a master of that lovely fantasy game, Pan Flute Hero. So as the camera kind of continues to pan along, it sees that we are following these adventurers, and you guys are traveling along this mountain path. Sorry, mustache hair. Traveling along this mountain path, and it's kind of a windy road that leads up into the mountains, and you haven't really seen any signs of civilization for a hot minute. It's been the better part of 2 or 3 days since you've seen any other people along this route, and the silence and stillness is it's both comforting and unsettling, in that it is peaceful, but it is almost too quiet. The lack of wildlife in these high altitudes, and it is cold where you are. You all are equipped for these types of adventures, and I feel that it is necessary for me to point out that while you guys, like, out of character, you guys are playing level 20 characters. For people who are just tuning in and don't know this, they are level 20, but a 20th level character, a fighter, a bard, a wizard, an eldritch knight, any kind of class is not necessarily uncommon in this world. Heroes abound. This age of heroes. You guys are, I don't want to call you the bottom of the barrel, but you wouldn't be a king's first pick.
We're the B team.
Yeah, you're kind of the B team.
The C team.
That's taken. That's proprietary. We don't want to get sued. But you guys are not like necessarily the cream of the crop for various reasons. And it's not that you individually are bad at what you do. As a team, and you function as a team for the most part, you guys are a little less than the best necessarily. But you have been chosen by the Platinum Dragon himself to find this artifact. While the other heroes are engaged in bloody conflict, you were tasked with finding the Maguffin Scepter to seal the breach between worlds and keep the material plane safe from this war that threatens to overtake the land and destroy it. So that's kind of in the back of your minds as you continue to travel along. And close to the end of the day, you guys actually come across an a small town nestled in between two ridges. So it's in this little valley, ravine, and there's a very small, worn, weathered sign out front that reads Well Song. And you have reached the village of Well Song, and from first appearances, you can see that this is a very simple place. It is a very simple town. Looks like logging is probably their main source of income. And oh my God, Slope! Thank you so much. Slope just became our very first patron, guys.
Oh my
Yes,
god!
That's fucking amazing. Thank you so
You're
much.
an MVP.
Thank you so much. Holy shit!
Oh
All
my
right.
goodness!
Oh God, that's made my night. I'm super excited. I just had to call that out. I just got the email. So thank you so much,
Yes.
Slope. We love
Thank you. Thank you.
So as you guys are coming up to Wellsong, you actually, for the first time in days, you see people, civilization. And as you're kind of traveling along, another road you can see kind of merges with this one, coming from a nearby copse of trees. And you can see some woodcutters that look like they're coming up this path. And they look like they're probably going to pretty closely intercept you guys as you begin to enter this town. You see the first individual looks to be human, and he's probably in his mid-30s or so. And he looks weather-worn. He's got a tight ponytail pulled up and has a thick bandana around his neck and has an axe shouldered and is kind of leading the troop of these carts of lumber through. Do you guys stop and make conversation, or do you continue on?
Zamfir always trying to make himself known, or kind of spread his cheer. He's going to stop and say hello.
Okay. Hello. Okay, so you stop and you say hello. And the human man kind of stops and like looks at you guys and sees you're just decked out with finery and these obviously magical accoutrements, and he just kind of looks at you all and says, "Hey there, what brings you to Wellsong? Y'all don't look like you're from around here."
I take out my pan flute and I just fucking bust out like Freebird, like that kind of.
I will say roll a performance check. First roll of the night.
Oh shit! Oh god, you're asking me to find shit while I'm drinking.
Yep. Yes, I am.
Performance.
While you're looking at that, I mentioned this 2 times and I forgot to mention it at the top of the stream. We will be taking bio breaks, guys, because we're all drinking, and anyone who is old enough to drink, don't drink underage, fuckers. Yeah, I'm pointing at you. You, underage drinker, put it down. But if you're old enough to drink and you do drink, then you know what happens when you drink.
Oh yeah.
So
for the record,
some breaks.
As a level 20, my performance is plus 16.
Holy shit!
Right? But what did you
So
roll?
I rolled a 12, so that's a 28.
Motherfuck. This is the best goddamn concert this guy's ever seen in his life.
There's like lighters out and shit. Like
I'll be the lighter.
He and the rest of them like, just start
Serendipity is
clapping and like tapping their toes. Ozzy behind you, you can hear him sigh audibly, just as loud as possible. And we move it along.
It would be fine if you didn't add to the noise.
Just louder.
I'm actually
But
playing
the
in
rest
key
of
with
them-
him going,
It's amazing. It's the best.
That
performance
actually
I've ever
gets a
seen.
slow clap from Serendipity.
And at the end of this, you kind of finish with a flourish, and the human man and the rest of his troop just begin just clapping as loud as they can, and a couple of them take the butts of their axes and start banging them on the sides of the cart. And they are just enamored with this. They've never seen anything like it. They're amazed. And afterwards, you see that the human man come up to you, and he's wiping his eyes a little, and he comes up to you and he says, That was the most beautiful goddamn thing I've ever heard. My name's Jasper." And he puts his hand out to shake yours.
I don't shake his hand, but I grab the axe and I sign it and hand it back to him.
He takes it reverently. And like, "I'm never going to cut anything with this axe again." And like, lays it atop the cart. And I would like all of you to make perception checks, please. While you're rolling, feel free to talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to grab another beer. I'll be right back.
All right. That is. Is perception?
Perception, yes.
All right. Oh, addition.
Okay.
That's a measly 12.
Measly.
Yeah, measly. Because usually Pacifica gets that, like, plus 11 to perception. Imagine where she's gonna be at level 20. She's gonna see
At a 24! Yeah! Beach! Okay.
Yeah, that accent is not happening. I tried. I studied and listened to the peppy 80s girl accent all night last night. Oh,
boy.
don't worry about it. You gotta hang your lip high key. It is not. You do.
I'm just winging it.
So what did you get?
12.
23.
Yeah, 24.
A 12? How?
For once, I didn't take perception. Okay.
All right. That's fine.
This isn't Pacifica.
All right. So Thorn and Zamfir, you notice. And I'm gonna roll for Ozzy real quick as well. I don't have his character sheet in front of me. But
Let's assume it's a
that's
lot.
a natural 1.
Oh!
Never
Ozzy
mind.
doesn't say anything. Sorry, Chris.
I need some
That's
regular
another thing.
squirt.
Please spare a thought for Chris, guys. He's going through some rough times this weekend.
Oh yeah.
No bueno. He's fine. Everything's fine. It's just some shitty circumstances. So just spare a thought for him and his family.
Yes.
So, Zamfir and Thorn, you guys notice that atop these wagons laden with lumber, you see some axes. And these axes, they're definitely the same make. I almost said make and model. They're not cars.
It's a Ford Pinto.
Yeah, they're Ford Pinto axes. Very rare types of axes. No, they're axes, but they definitely look well worn. They don't look like replacement axes. They look like they've been used fairly recently, but you kind of look around the carts, and all of the people that would wield axes are accounted for and are carrying their own axe. These just look to be like extras, but again, they're not new. They don't look like replacements for the ones that they carry necessarily.
So it looked like people who have died and they've just kept held on to them?
Who can say?
Can I make an insight check to deduce that?
I would say to deduce that, you would probably need to ask some questions.
So I'll ask, who was the gentleman I signed his axe?
Jasper.
Jasper Kettle Whistle.
And I say, Jasper, look at me,
Yeah,
look
yeah,
at me.
He has not stopped looking at you.
And I say, what is with the axes on the cart?
Okay, we're gonna do this. And he kind of looks at you strangely, and he looks back. Oh, to be honest, I'd forgotten those were there. Those are just extra axes.
Insight check.
I would say, is he telling the truth? All right, here it
Roll
comes.
it, motherfucker.
Woo!
Insight. That's a plus 14.
Serendipity
Fucking
doesn't
love
give
it,
a
Slendy.
shit about this.
God damn. Ozzy is distrustful at everyone, so he's gonna roll as well.
That's a 26.
That's a natural 2 for Ozzy. I don't have Chris's character. I need to pull up that character sheet, but I'm drunk, so fuck it. All right, so what was the total?
26.
26. He's telling the truth, or at least what he believes is the truth.
So he has no idea. They're just there. They're just extras.
Yeah, they're just axes. Nothing special, as far as you can tell. But he does kind of look to the full group, and he'll say, "Well, I mean, y'all look like you." Oh, hit my microphone. Didn't mean to do that. Can't gesture very well with this microphone in front of me. Hey guys, I don't know if you noticed, but I've been drinking.
No one's noticed.
No,
It has not been advertised.
Nope. That's not part of this whole fucking thing or anything. So
Shit.
he kind of gestures to the town. And he says, "Well, we ain't got much, but we could at least give you a nice place to stay if you want. If y'all want to come with me, I'm sure the wife and the kids will be happy to have some company. We got plenty of space. There's a lot of empty houses in the town, so."
I don't think I'd be a good influence on children.
He kind of looks you up and down, and you maybe. I mean, I don't have a problem, but other people might. I don't know. Some people kind of backwards.
Is there a in town or something that?
We actually don't have an inn, but we do have some. Like I said, we have some empty houses that were just built and then nobody ever took them. So I mean, there's a little bit of dust, but they're fully furnished.
Is there plumbing?
Oh, yeah. They ain't fucking barbarians here.
Is there hot water?
No offense to barbarians, of course.
Mm.
Sorry.
Don't worry, I'm more than just a regular barbarian.
I can see that, ma'am.
I don't know if that was a compliment or not.
Did you say that out loud?
Yes.
It was definitely a compliment, ma'am.
Oh, you're darling. We'll take an extra house. Do you think that is up then?
Yeah, sure. What? And he kind of yells back to one of the other hands, and you see Dwight, who is a young halfling, kind of run up and.
Oh, Ozzy, it's your child. You didn't tell us your child was here.
Once again, you hear a very familiar.
I'm just mocking Ozzy.
You know that I can make us a place to stay, right?
I don't want to stay at your place.
Fine, I will.
And Zamfir looks at Ozzy and says, "Your places are shit." And he says,
Your
he looks at
is shit.
And he looks at the unicorn. He says, "Tipsy, forward."
Tipsy.
In a moment. Just a moment. Okay. All right, we're good. Oh, Tipsy. All right, Tipsy. Yes, Tipsy starts to go forward, and Ozzy
That poor horse.
just kind of shakes his head and is still playing with the cards and generating these magical cards and showering sparks all over the place. The horse seems to be used to this by now. It's like a nervous tick.
Why
that
doesn't
Ozzy
Ozzy have a Shetland pony?
He insists. If you look very closely, the saddle is custom made, however. So, as you guys travel into the town of Wellsong, you see that it seems to be a thriving place. There are a lot of people milling about, doing various jobs. Even getting this close to dark, you still see people chopping wood. You see a blacksmith kind of off in the corner, still hammering away at a project. Can't really tell what he's doing at this distance, but definitely working on something. You actually see a couple of carpenters at the side of a house on ladders fixing up a place. And the smells are what really hit your senses. And this whole place smells of burning wood, but not like in a bad way, like from a fireplace that's cooking delicious food. It's like the intermingling. I'm making myself hungry right now. But do you guys know, like, have you ever been around like a wood-fired stove that's baking pizza?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That smell, that dough smell
Fragrant.
with the
Fragrant.
fire. Yeah, it's that kind of smell, like the smell of a non-bread in a wood-fired oven. Just the intermingling of wood smoke and delicious food. And that is the smell that hits you immediately. And it seems to be coming from all of these houses. Like, this whole town is populated by church ladies. They all know how to cook. And, sorry, I'm from the South. Church ladies know how to cook. I don't know how it is in other places. But it smells so good. And as Jasper kind of leads you guys down this path and through the heart of the city, I would like you all to make perception checks once again, please.
Perception. You just gotta do math.
God, I am rolling
Yeah.
shit right now.
Clear. Ooh,
Oh,
shit.
what was the roll? You guys froze for like 2 whole minutes for me.
Oh, shit.
Perception.
Perception roll, please.
Okay, hold on.
Yep, you smell delicious food. I would like you to make perception checks.
That's a 14 for me. God damn it.
5.
All right.
That's a 20.
Natural?
Oh.
A natural? 20?
Not a natural.
Okay, all right. Dirty
natural. Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Yes.
Fresh cooked goblin. No, Slope, it's not fresh cooked goblin. They might cook goblin here, though. Who knows?
They just eat the toes.
Like, just the toes.
Goblin nuggets.
Goblin nuggets. God damn it. So you guys are kind of traveling along, and Thorn, you see something kind of interesting. You see on the side of a building that the 2 carpenters that you guys noticed previously were working on. It doesn't actually look like they're doing necessarily carpentry work, but they're actually painting. And they are painting over, written in this kind of, I am a little quieter than everyone else. Oops. Is that better? Slope, is that better? Let me know. I turned it down because I know that I tend to get loud when I drink. So hopefully that is better.
Actually, for the record,
Yep.
not to retcon this whole thing,
you're
but
fine.
when I played that song, can I use that as a bardic inspiration
For yourself or for someone else?
for the party? Let's say for God damn it, I'm trying to remember people's names.
Yeah, we got Serendipity and
Serendipity. Serendipity. I'll throw a bardic inspiration at Serendipity, so she can add a 1d12.
All right, so
Oh,
Serendipity, you
shit.
can add that whenever you feel like it within the next 10 minutes, I believe. I don't think that changes at level 20.
Nope, 10
I'm
minutes.
not sure, though.
Okay.
10 minutes. I'm reading it right now.
Okay.
Wish I had that earlier.
All right.
Yeah, I know. That's why I just thought of it now.
So you actually see these carpenters, and you can choose, are you going to use the inspiration or not? You don't need to. I'll tell you that right now. You're going to see the same thing.
Okay.
I'll just metagame and tell you that now. Save it.
Okay.
So you see, oh wait, sorry. Yeah, Serendipity, not Thorn. I'm fucking, guys, I don't know if you noticed,
What is happening?
but I've been drinking.
So Thorn's the one who rolled
Yeah,
well.
the dirty 20, yes.
Yes,
But
yes.
Serendipity, you can roll your bardic inspiration if you would like to. Also, try to see this thing.
No, she'll wait.
I was gonna say, yeah.
She'll wait.
By the way, is Thorn female or male or non-conforming.
Oh, she a later. She a lady.
Oh, later.
I was making sure.
I cannot speak.
No, hey,
She's a later.
none of us
gator.
fucking can. It's fine.
Get it?
It's just so
Get it?
good. All right.
Get it?
She's a lady. Born to be a lady tonight. She's a lady. Can't do that on Twitch.
Whoa.
God damn it. Hello, this is Tiffany. Hello, Tiffany. Welcome to
Hello. Welcome.
the stream. All right, so you see these carpenters painting. They're not actually woodworking, but they are covering up, and it looks to be written in this almost copper-colored paint that you're an adventurer. You recognize the color of this. This is dried blood.
Ooh.
And what is written on the side of this building, it's not huge, but it's fairly large. Like, it took a substantial amount of blood to write this, and it just says watching. And they've covered up, they've begun to cover it up, but you can still make it out.
Okay.
And it just says watching. And they like the two carpenters, they don't look perturbed by this.
Like this is normal shit?
They're just painting like it's another day at work.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. So I'll tell you what. Thorn is going to. She's gonna let out this little hiss, and then she's gonna trot over to those folk painting
On a fucking camel.
on a camel.
Okay.
And then she's just gonna hop off the camel, and she's gonna try and sneak up behind these painters.
Okay.
And just kind of grab them by the shoulders. Hey, what you up to?
Okay. What is your plus to stealth?
Oh, let's check.
Okay, they got a natural 20.
It's a plus 17.
Okay, I will say go ahead and roll a stealth check. If you roll above a 3, you're good.
Okay.
They got
I
a
got a
natural 20,
7.
but they're townsfolk.
Yes. So I got a 7 plus 17.
They seem pretty alert to their surroundings, but you still manage, because just of your general sneaky nature, you're able to kind of like maneuver almost snake-like up behind them and put a hand on each of their shoulders. Now they are on ladders, so you kind of have to straddle the ladders and waddle up. But you put a hand on each of their shoulders, and they both kind of and jump a little.
They fall
and
off.
they seem startled. They do not. Well, actually, let's roll a check. Let's
Dex
find
save.
out. Let's find out. It's a one shot. Oh fuck! They rolled an 8. They fall off. They actually. Well,
Do I
one
get
of
a
them
deck
does.
save?
One of them
Do I
falls
get a dex
off.
save?
You are able to stay on the ladder. Do you want to try to catch one of them?
Yeah, I'll attempt to catch the falling one.
Okay. Yeah, make a dex save.
Alright, that is a... Wow, these are low. Okay. So that's 17?
17. You managed to catch him.
Okay, I catch him by the front of his shirt.
Okay. And so he's just kind of hanging there. Like it's not a
Whoa,
large
relax.
drop.
Relax, everybody. I was just asking a question.
All right. And he kind of grabs the side of the ladder again and pulls himself to the front. And the lady who is next to him, she's kind of like, "You all right there, Ian?" And Ian, yeah, I'm all right. Did you ask what we were doing?
Yes, I see there's a peculiar little
painting.
message that you guys
It's
painting over.
Just some vandals, you know. Pretty kids. Having some fun, having a laugh.
Can Thorn kind of give, like, would the copper warning sign have kind of like a smell to it?
Oh yeah. Yeah, and you didn't even have to roll for it. Like, you know that it smells like blood. It's got that, like, it flakes off. It's got the consistency of dried blood. This is blood.
Okay, so Thorn
Nothing
kind
else
of
to
just
do.
takes in a deep breath. You know, I usually don't find it common that kids smear blood on the side of whatever this building is and just watching. Like that's normal here.
Well, you know, it's not necessarily normal, but, you know, kids do weird things. They
Making of a serial killer.
You see. Roll an insight check, please.
All right, let's roll that insight.
I'm like a dentist. You start to take a drink, and I tell you to do something else.
Oh, that's a good number.
I'll also
All right,
ask you questions when your mouth is full.
That is a 25.
25. So you see
25.
you see them like answering your question, and then like it's like there's a slight twitch, like a reset almost. Like they're starting to answer, and then it's like something else pops into their head, and they change mid-thought. So it's like, oh, it's just kids having fun. I mean, it's just, it's just kids playing a prank,
Can I make an Arcana check?
Sure. Yeah, what are you trying to check on?
Why this twitches? Maybe I could assume that they just have attention spans, but
possible.
I'm gonna jump to conclusions and say it's evil.
All right. So as this is happening, the rest of you, Serendipity and Zamfir, the two of you are led by Jasper to his home, and he kind of he makes a note of your friend Thorn, and he's like, Thorn will be along, and he got your names during the whole thing. I'm just gonna say. Okay, Swillis wants to know: do perception DCs go up as we all drink more? You maybe. You do maybe.
We're not sure.
All right, so I'm gonna run a poll here that I'm curious about. You guys don't look at the screen. I'm hoping it pops up. We're gonna see if it does. It might not. I don't see it.
What screen am I not looking at?
Don't look at Twitch. Okay, it's not working. That's a bummer. All right, gotta figure out how to do this. Okay, that's okay. I was gonna try to run a poll, but it's okay. So I'll just ask Twitch, the chat. I would like you guys to respond: cake or pie. You only get one answer, so make it count. Make sure it's the right answer.
That's a fucking tough question. Holy
it is.
Shit.
I know, it's a tough question. Cake or pie? Answer in the chat,
right
please.
off the bat.
Answer in the chat. Let me know what you prefer.
Blueberry
Which
pie.
is better? You guys aren't allowed to answer. This is not for you. This is not for you. Oh no, Amber left us. Amber went away.
Amber exploded again.
Okay, so the overlay is going to look fucked up for a little bit, but we're going to continue because we have a lot to get through. You guys, as you travel along, Jasper takes you to his house, and Thorn will be by in a moment, I'm sure.
I thought you were getting us a different house to stay in. I don't want to go.
I thought I was going to introduce you to my family first, but I mean, I can take you to the other house if you want.
I would like to get cleaned up.
Oh, I apologize. Sure, yeah, certainly. And so
you're fine. Just
he takes
lead the way.
He takes you to this house, and as you come up to it, he gave the description that these were houses that had not been claimed. So you guys can see from the outside, this house was lived in at some point. You can see on the front porch that there is a rocking horse, befitting of a child, that has a layer of dust on it. You can see that once you step inside, you can see that there's a layer of dust along all of the furniture, and it is well furnished, and you can see the remnants of a fire in the hearth from long ago. Like, it looks like it's probably not been tended for a good month or two, but there used to be someone here.
Uh-oh.
We're getting Amber back. Yay.
And she's muted
on your phone. Yeah, we can't hear you,
muted,
Amber.
Amber.
You're muted.
Yep.
Unmuted.
Try turning it. Because right now we have the weird, like, vertical, you know.
Oh my god, I'm getting motion sickness, guys. I'm too drunk for
No,
this shit.
right now it's like this. It'd be better if it was like this.
Okay.
There
There.
we go.
But we still can't hear you. So I'm going to continue with these guys until we can. Because, again, we have a lot to get through. So,
On
you guys...
speaker.
Okay.
Oh, we can hear you. Yay.
There.
Great.
Good shit.
Yeah. Good shit. So we'll get back to you in just a second. So the two of you are in this house, and you see around you the remnants that someone lived here at some point. But Jasper is looking around and just kind of like, I know it's a little messy, but yeah, it's
darling,
just
darling.
yeah.
I thought you said the houses here in town were built and then no one lived here.
Well, yeah, that's right.
Why is there a rocking horse right there for a child covered in dust? And why does it look like that fire was lit not too long ago? What, do you have squatters here or something?
You know, must have been.
Insight check.
Roll it.
Turning into Liam O'Brien right now.
Yeah. Insight check.
Insight check.
While this is happening, Thorn.
Oh, that's a 16.
Okay, it's a 16. Let me. Yeah. Wow, you're just taking us all over the place there, Thorn.
Get the tour.
All right. Swilla said pass without a face. That's really funny. I don't know why. It's really funny to me. So you guys get the sense that Jasper he's being truthful. But you see, when you kind of look a little closer, you see when he's describing certain things, like, oh, these houses were just built and nobody ever took them. You see his eyes kind of, they don't necessarily cloud over, but they definitely, they kind of shift out of focus slightly. And then he snaps back. Yeah, must have been some vandals or something.
So, do we notice like the weird eye thing that
you do?
Okay.
You rolled insight, so
Okay.
yeah, you do. I would like Zamfir to make an intelligence saving throw, please.
Intelligence saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this might sting a little. That's a 4.
Everything's perfectly normal. Everything's as it's always been. You need to go chop some firewood.
I do?
Yeah. For your house. You need to chop some firewood for the fire.
I cast Unseen Servant and I say, fuck this. You do this.
You don't have any magic.
Feck.
Your name is Zamfir. You have lived in Woodsong your entire life. Or Wellsong, rather. Sorry, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I've been drinking a little. And you need to chop some firewood.
So right now my name is Zamfir.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I need to chop this wood.
Serendipity. You see Zamfir leave the front door saying that he needs to chop some firewood. He sounds a little different, but
yeah, Serendipity immediately goes to grab his arm.
I would like you also to make an intelligence saving throw, please. Thorn.
While she's going to grab the arm.
Yep. Thorn, while this is happening, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm gonna add that bardic inspiration.
It's a D12, by the way.
Yep.
I know.
Oh, right. I made the Arcana check
Uh-huh.
to see if I could figure out why they were being weird.
Yep.
I rolled an 11. I mean, all together, it's
Okay.
11. Yeah.
So a total of 11. You're not sure. It's definitely weird. And as you kind of think, oh, that's fucking weird, I would like you to make an intelligence saving throw, please.
All right, let's go.
Okay,
All right,
so
Serendipity, what did you roll?
nat 20
Hmm.
plus
I don't
11
have
on the
it set up,
bardic inspiration.
But,
31.
31.
Oh!
Jesus.
With an 11 from the Bardic Inspiration, 31.
31. Okay. I will say with a 31, you kind of like it's all of a sudden. It's I'll wait till JJ comes back because this is important. So I'll wait till JJ comes back. Let's go back to Thorn real quick.
All right.
Thorn, what did you get for your intelligence saving throw?
27.
27. Okay.
Yes.
Shit's weird. This whole situation is weird. And as you kind of shake your head, it definitely feels like a blanket was temporarily thrown over your brain. I know, yeah, very strange feeling. And you kind of stop and look around, and you see these townspeople, and they all look happy. They're all smiling. They all look like they're having the time of their lives. And as you turn away from Ian and Greta, you hear just a whisper behind you that says, "I couldn't stop her." And you turn back around and you see both of them smiling, just continuing to paint on top of the ladder. And you kind of turn away again, and you hear Greta's voice. "He just left. I can't remember his face." And you turn back around, and she is smiling and continuing to paint. JJ's not coming back fast enough, so serendipity. As you kind of look around, and try to figure out what the fuck is wrong with Zamfir. He went to go chop some wood. That's where JJ went. You hear Jasper's voice that says, "I always wanted a boy. I had a boy. Now I don't have a boy. I always wanted a boy. I had a boy. Now I don't have a boy. I always wanted a boy." And then you turn around, and he is smiling and just kind of still continuing the tour of this place.
Okay, so serendipity is actually gonna straight up ask.
Mhm.
She's like, Jasper, before I try to stop my friend, what happened to your boy?
So we're gonna roll for Jasper. Oh, that's not good. I always wanted a son, but the gods just didn't seem to see fit to bless me with one. And he's
Right.
smiling the whole time.
Zamfir! Goes back
Zamfir,
trying to stop him.
Yes.
I would like you to make an intelligence saving throw, please.
Not my forte.
Sorry. That is.
Yeah, I've only got a +1 to this guy.
That is the circumstances forte.
14?
14. Unfortunately, it is still not enough. Your name is Zamfir. You have lived in this village your entire life. And you need to chop some firewood.
I'm going to cut this wood.
Okay.
Zamfir, you're going to ruin your manicure! Come back!
Alright, Thorn. After hearing these people whispering behind you and then turning around and seeing them smiling, what are you doing?
I'm gonna kind of glare.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to say, "Hey, okay, so I'm gonna turn around again, okay?
Okay.
So you're gonna whisper in my ears like you just did, and you're gonna explain to me what the fuck is going on, because this is weird."
I'm sorry, I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Hold on. I'm gonna turn around because you did it twice before. All right.
Okay.
So you with me?
Okay.
Okay. So Thorn turns around.
Alright, I'm gonna roll for them. Oh, that's not good. So you hear Ian say, "Always watching, always forgetting, always watching." And you kind of whip around again, and you see his mouth still smiling, but forming the last words. And he's still smiling at you.
Ugh.
I told you it's gonna get creepy.
Forming the letters?
Yeah, he's
What?
smiling, like saying, always forgetting, always watching, always
Oh
forgetting.
my.
Okay, don't smile at me. It's very disconcerting.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I didn't mean to.
force a
be
frown.
weird.
Yeah, just force a frown.
Okay. And
Around
kind of like
me,
you see him
at
kind of
least.
grimace. Like
Yes,
it's a
good.
caricature of a frown.
Awesome. All right. I think
Sasper's real quick. DeForest is supposed to come. DeForest will hopefully be joining us after the break, so we'll take a break around
yes.
6:30
Yeah,
ish.
so within the
And
hour.
so hopefully within the hour.
Hopefully my Wi-Fi comes back.
Yeah, hopefully. All right, continue.
Okay. So again, weird look at these individuals after telling this poor man to just frown around her. Thorn's just gonna climb back down this ladder, grab the reins of her camel, and she's gonna try and find her party members in the
Okay.
town.
All right.
Yep.
Oh, Sasper is leaving and coming back at 6:30. All right. See you in a little bit.
Yes.
All right. So you go to rejoin your party, and I've already had you make the saving throw. So you find your party. You find your two companions, Serendipity and Zamfir, and you rejoin them.
Hello.
You see Zamfir actually outside of this house chopping firewood, and he looks as happy as you've ever seen him.
The whole time Serendipity is like dancing around him like, darling, your nails!
It's just getting weirder.
And
Oh, Thorn! Come over here!
Right. Okay, what is going on?
Look at what he's doing!
Why is he doing that?
Zamfir, play your flute for me, please, darling. Stop chopping the wood!
Okay.
Xavier looks like, nope. I gotta chop this wood.
Yeah, his voice sounds different. And the results from the poll were correct. Most of you are right. Cake is correct. So, yep, you're right.
I'm really confused.
You're right. All right. So once again, we're gonna do another poll. And oh no, that one isn't right. What the shit? It didn't save my my options. Okay, I'm gonna fix this. So you guys continue your conversation, please.
Okay. He's not talking right. Where is your lovely accent? Please don't leave me out here, Zamfir. I don't want to be stuck with Ozzy.
You have no idea where that name came from. Zamfir, you've never heard that name before in your life. That's a weird name.
Ozzy?
And I will say it's Serendipity. You like when you say it, I would like you to make an intelligence saving throw, please.
Oh, come on. I already see where this is going.
Hey guys, can I make a bathroom run?
Of course.
Can I go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
All right, I'll be right back.
Leave the phone.
All right. So guys, don't look at Twitch. We're gonna start this poll.
17.
Okay, so it says that it's part of the overlay, so I'm not sure if you guys can see it and I can't, or what, but I will go ahead and say it. Is the culprit of this creepy circumstance working alone or with an even bigger threat? So you can answer alone or bigger threat. Let me know. Continue.
Yeah, viewers. What did I just say she rolled?
I have no idea. I wasn't
17.
17.
On what?
Nothing.
Sorry, I've been drinking. I don't know if you noticed.
It was the 40. She rolled a 45.
on a end this shit roll.
That wish spell might happen. If what
No,
I
it was the Ozzy. The mention of Ozzy.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. Okay, so the intelligence saving throw 16. You said
17.
17.
You say the name and then you like kind of it's like your brain kind of resets a little, and you're like, Ozzy, where did that name come from? And then a part of your brain, because you rolled a 17, a part of your brain is like,
because that's the point of the life.
Me.
Oh, that's really funny. I'm gonna mute Amber until she comes back, because I'm sure
Thank
she
you.
doesn't want us hearing all that. So you hear, or you in your brain, like a very small part of your brain is like, Ozzy, he was our traveling companion. And then the rest of your brain immediately is like, no, I don't know that name. It was just the three of us. And it's that part of your brain kind of overrides the rest of it. And Ozzy who? Never met anyone with that name. Weird. Huh. Brains do funny things. You have a friend who's in trouble.
Okay. Serendipity is going to punch Zamfir with the intent to just knock him out.
Serendipity. As you go to punch Zamfir, I would like you to make your attack roll. But you also notice something as you do that. And so we'll resolve the roll first, then I'll tell you what you see.
Let me do math. 23.
23. Zamfir, does that hit your armor class?
It does.
Okay. So I would like you to roll your damage for an unarmed strike. You're not raging, correct?
No, she's not raging.
All right. Then, yeah.
Damage is just a flat 6.
6. Zamfir, you get clocked in the side of your head by Serendipity, and when it happens, kind of like it hurts, yeah, but it's a little fuzzy, and it doesn't really detract from the fact that you have to chop this wood. You need wood for the fireplace. But I would like you to make an intelligence saving throw with advantage, please.
Ooh.
As this happens, Serendipity, you don't wear a ton of armor. But your arms are a little bit exposed, like from maybe like the bend of the elbow to the wrist. There's a place that's exposed, and you haven't noticed this whole time, but as you go to clock Zamfir, you see these streaks of blood down your right arm, and you see some blood under the fingernails of your left hand, and you see scratched into your right arm from the wrist all the way up to where your armor covers the flesh. You see scratched into your own arm the word watching.
Does she
and
feel
you see
that?
that? No. And as soon as you see that, you feel the pain from it, but that's immediately when you impact with Zamfir's head. And it's only because you rolled high enough.
Zamfir managed an 18.
An 18. Zamfir, why the fuck are you chopping wood?
What in the fuck is this shit? This is bullshit. I broke a nail.
Serendipity in the meantime is like, is like screaming at her arm.
All right.
And I should put context. She is part blood hunter,
Okay.
so her exposed skin, trigger warning, is covered in self-inflicted slash marks due to blood maledict. So she's used to this type of stuff, but not like this. She didn't do that.
So, yeah, by all accounts, you did.
She doesn't think of it that way.
And so Jasper is still standing there this whole time. He's just been hanging out, just smiling, looking at all of you. And I'm gonna make another. He's noticed some weird stuff. Oh, poor Jasper. He's a very simple-minded man. And Man, I mean, we got a nurse here in town. If you want to get those cuts bandaged up.
I don't need a nurse. This is demonic.
Why just
Okay.
the fact you got a little cut.
So this is where we go off the rails because Zamfir broke a fucking nail.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Real quick, I was trying to make it to the break, but it's not gonna happen, guys. So I need about a minute and a half. I will return. Once again, talk amongst yourselves. I am so sorry, but again, this is a drunk stream. What do you expect?
Yep.
I shall return.
So Serendipity is gonna like turn so her party members can see the bloody watching ripped into her skin down the inner of her forearm. It was just like blood, like she's holding her blood is like pouring between her fingers.
This is some deliverance shit. People need to start dying because I broke a nail. I'm missing a nail. People need to die. Whoa! First off, McDonald's or Burger King? Okay,
Hey!
good answer. Good answer. That was your saving throw. That's fine. You're good.
Oh my
I was a
goodness.
question. I forgot.
No, she's just trying to explain this to them.
Oh.
And it's just a constant what the fuck.
Yeah, there's a lot of rednecks, a lot of weird shit going down. Zamfir is pissed.
Oh boy.
Shit's
Does this look question mark to you? Just like blood like pouring down her arm, and it's just like
All right. So, Jasper kind of looks at all of this happening. And what were you doing, Zamfir? It was going to go off the rails.
Yeah, Zamfir broke a nail. He's kind of pissed. So, he's going to cast Hold Person on Jasper.
Okay. What is the save for that?
I gotta find it. It's a lot.
I'm sure the DC is ridiculous.
18 Wisdom.
Oh yeah, no. He kind of stiffens up like, hey, what's going on? He looks terrified.
So I also can I cast Mage Hand?
Yeah, I'll say yeah.
I'm still nursing my hand, so
yeah.
Mage Hand just kind of backhands fucking Jasper.
All right, so just like a light, like a
not light. There's no light about this. It's like fucking full on like.
Well, it's Mage Hand though.
So
like it's like a gentle.
But it's
slap.
a level 20.
That's fair.
No, let's skip that. Let's skip that. Then there's more to do.
All right, so I'm gonna roll a d4. See how much damage it does. All right. What is your spellcasting ability modifier?
I believe it's charisma.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry. 4 plus 4.
So that does 6 damage because I rolled a 2 on the d4. So we're gonna say it does 6 damage. Jasper looks like he is on the verge of passing out. That slap from the Mage Hand just sends him reeling in this Hold Person grasp, and he is just like he's just like weakly fighting against it. I'm like, what are you doing? I invited you to my home. I gave you a place to stay. What are you doing?
This is some deliverance shit. What the fuck is happening? So I pull out my rapier and I kind of point it to his neck, like not enough to pierce, but enough to make the blade bend a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, "What the fuck is happening here?"
All right, I'm gonna make a roll for Jasper. Yeah, poor guy. I don't know what you're talking about. If you could be a bit more specific.
Why was I
You
say
hold
first
your arm up?
of all, look at her. Look at
He looks, and why would you do that?
I didn't do it, you idiot!
I'm gonna make another roll for him. He's getting a lot of conflicting signals here.
Come on,
natural
Jasper.
1.
Jasper!
Poor guy. I feel bad for Jasper.
She's gonna go into a rage
Oh.
just dealing with him.
I would like you all to make an insight check if you care whether or not Jasper is telling you the truth as he knows it. If you don't
Insight,
care,
huh?
then don't worry about it.
No, I fucking care because this dude he's about to die.
17.
Where the fuck is Insight? Holy shit. I can't see shit. Okay, there it is. Oh. Okay, hang on.
Amber, I'm getting motion sickness.
That's a 29.
I'm just messing with you. It's fine.
29.
29. This man is terrified. Not just of you. But with the 29, you can see there's something else going on. And you're not really sure what it is necessarily. But it harkens to, especially being a bard, and your kind of area of expertise in mind control type of stuff. It definitely seems like Jasper has been, at the very least, influenced by another entity. And he literally cannot see what you are talking about. That's what you get from that. Like, he's not comprehending what you're saying.
I wanted to murder him. Now I feel
Jasper, the big bad of the entire, the whole thing. You goddamn adventurers.
bad. So do we get a sense of where this other worldliness is coming from? Is it emanating from the room? Is it just a general trick fuckery?
Let's see. I would say make an Arcana check.
Can we all do that?
Yeah. Because I would assume that Zamfir is kind of maybe vocally explaining this kind of thing as this is happening. I would assume that you're not keeping this a secret from your party.
No, absolutely not. But that's 12 for me.
19.
It's a little better.
19. Thorn, did you want to make an Arcana check? You are muted.
Actually, are you still
No,
rolling
you
the D12?
muted her.
Oh, yeah, I did. Shit, you're right. Oh, fuck. I'm so sorry, guys. You
Yeah.
are correct. All right.
Oh boy.
Yes,
Is that
I'm so
D12?
sorry.
Is that D12 Bardic Inspiration still up?
No, it was used.
Okay, no. Oh, that's right. You did use it. Never mind.
All right. So, Thorn, what did you get?
I lost the character sheet because the Wi-Fi.
Oof.
I'm gonna look back at that, but skip me
Okay.
for now.
Do you
All
want me to get you a screenshot, like a basic screenshot?
I got one pulled up.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. So, serendipity. Zamfir is kind of like looking around, trying to, just like, what the fuck is going on? Everything kind of begins to click into place. The strangeness of this whole endeavor. And you start to think back on something you once read. A creature that was thought to be myth, legend, did not exist. There is no real name for it, because as far as scholars are concerned, this thing does not exist. But there are accounts of entire towns having their population swallowed whole, one at a time. And the rest of the town smiles and laughs all the way to their own demise. The only name given to this phenomenon is known as a false hydra.
It's Sharknado.
A Sharknado. False hydra. An entity that is capable of rendering an entire village or town or even a city by itself. It has the ability to control the thoughts of those it ensnares.
Would she have any like knowledge on like from childhood mythological readings? Would she have any inkling of where these creatures, beings dwell?
I would say
while
make
they're
a history
feeding?
check, please.
Okay.
Do
All
you
things like-
vocalize this information?
I will after I do this.
All right.
There's no point. That's only a 10.
A 10. From what you've read, the best you can recall, because the texts were not specific about these creatures, because again, they're thought not even to exist. They're nursery rhymes that are very vaguely reminiscent of the effects that you're seeing now, but underground is about the best approximation of the dwelling place of these types of creatures. And Jasper, as all of this is happening, is still smiling. Still, he is held. I assume that Zamfir has not released the hold person just yet. Yeah.
Nope.
Okay. So after his initial shock, Jasper is still smiling. He's gone back to his normal jovial self. Like, this is a normal day. Nothing weird has happened. He's just going about his business as per usual.
So Serendipity will relay what she knows to the
Okay.
party.
All right, so Jasper is able to hear this. Dear God, finally, a natural 20 for...
Oh,
All right, we were supposed to introduce drinking games at the beginning of this, but since we're all having beverages that are quite, hefty, I guess is the word. None of us are really doing shots. I will say, just take a drink, everybody.
Shit, I'm out.
I was waiting for the break.
Oh, okay. All right,
drink
never
air.
mind. Never mind. So I'll finish my beer for you.
Thanks.
I might as well finish my
Oh, God.
whiskey.
There we go. Okay. So, Jasper finally seems to at least momentarily snap out of it. And he looks around at you all and he's like, y'all gotta kill it. Y'all gotta kill it. Before it takes another one of us. It took my son. Oh God, it took my son. And he
Where
just
is
starts
it?
sobbing.
Where is it?
Everywhere. It's everywhere.
Where
Go
is
down
it?
the
Where's
alleys.
the...
Go down the alleys, you'll find it. Gotta. And then you guys just lose him. It's like you see it even in his eyes, like his expression just kind of folds in on itself. And you just completely lose Jasper inside of his own head. He is, for all intents and purposes, Jasper is catatonic.
So would it be a mercy killing to... I mean, is
That's
there
up
a
to
way...
you. You can make a medicine check if you would like.
Yeah, I'll make a medicine check just to kind of bring him... See if I can bring him back around. If not, then...
Yeah, we'll finish. We'll go to break after this medicine check. Yeah, we'll put up the code words for the giveaway.
That's a 10.
A 10.
With 10.
With a 10, you've seen enough like shell shock and battlefield trauma that Jasper is not beyond help, but he's in a bad way. It is beyond just a normal healing. Like it's like the full weight of years of battlefield trauma have just exploded in his brain. He is remembering things that no person should have to remember, and he is experiencing losses for the who knows how many times he's experienced this particular loss, like how many times he's remembered and then forgotten these losses. And so he's reliving them once again.
Question.
Yeah.
Since he is basically like in a shutdown state.
Yeah, you can see his eyes are darting back and forth, but he is completely unresponsive.
Is he at least in this state safe from the mind control?
I would say, based on your experience, it definitely seems like he's not a viable candidate for mind control at this point.
Okay.
He is susceptible, but it would be pointless.
Okay.
Basically, like, so if you were to cast like dominate on him, it would work, but he still wouldn't be able to perform the function that you commanded him to do. Like, his mind is vulnerable, but his body is unwilling to respond at this point. There's just a disconnect between the two. He could recover, you get from your medicine check. This is essentially an advanced form of shell shock. And with that,
So I kind of.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I lightly caress his face and I say, "I'm sorry, but I broke a nail," and I cast Burning Hands.
Holy shit! All right, I'm not gonna even have you roll damage. There's no sound as Jasper's face erupts in flame.
Oh.
And you see, as the torso and legs crumple underneath, the head is gone, and there's just a smoldering, gaping wound that is cauterized at this point, where the head used to be. And you all do get the sense, like, as this happens, this was probably the best ending he could have had at this point.
Okay, so Serendipity's reaction has to be different from Hannah's.
Yeah.
So literally what she does is she goes and grabs Zamfir's forearm and pulls the burning hand to cauterize her wound.
Jesus Christ.
Zamfir, I would like you to roll 1d, or whatever. What are the damages for burning hands? I would like you to roll that, please.
Well, for the record, I cast that at like 8th level.
Oh, shit.
No, I didn't. Hold on a second.
Okay,
actually, yes, I did.
God damn.
So that's
oh my god.
Yeah, that was a 10d6.
Okay, yeah, we're not gonna go that far, because it's just like a cauterizing. I'm gonna say 2d6. I would like you to roll 2d6, please.
2d1, 2. That was a 6.
Okay, so Serendipity, you take 6 points of fire damage, but your wound is definitely cauterized.
Yeah, the whole time she's just slowly exhaling, like.
Yeah. You're used to pain. You're very used to pain.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So this is nothing new.
Zamfir looks down at his hand. He's like, "Oh, it wasn't broken. My fool."
Oh my god! I love Zamfir so much. Okay, we're gonna go to break there. Oh my god! Enter party nail breaking. This is amazing. I got your fucking pedicure right here, bitch.
The funny thing is that she was freaking out about him breaking his nails.
Oh my god. Okay, so we're just getting into the good part of this craziness. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you will stick around. We're gonna take a quick break. We're at about 10 to 15 minutes. We're gonna come back and we're gonna keep going for you guys. We're gonna resolve this, whatever the fuck it is, this false Hydra. If you're curious about it, go ahead and look it up. It's amazing. I'm actually going to go ahead and shoot out a thank you to Goblin Punch for I believe they were the original posters of the false Hydra stats and the idea for it. I found this monster a long time ago when I first started doing D&D, and I thought it was amazing. Yeah. Hannah just asked if we need to go later. Is that possible? I'm willing to go a little bit later. I probably can't go any later than 9, I will say. But I think we'll be good for that.
We'll
So,
make it.
Yeah, I
we'll
don't
see.
want to rush this
Yeah,
story, especially since I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If my cast members look up what a false hydra is and the stats of it, I will hang you. I will know, and I will hang you.
Promise.
Okay.
I'm doing
it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for sticking with us. I know this is a fucking clusterfuck, and we're so glad that you're hanging out with us. Go check out our Patreon during the break. If you like what you see, please
should post a
consider
link.
subscribing. We can make better content for you guys. I will post the link. Thank you, Hannah, for reminding me.
Okay.
Patreon. I'm going to type it out because I can't do two things at once.
We do have a $1 tier. So I'm pointing that out there because
There we
I
go.
know with Patreon, some people like jump straight to like a $5 tier.
Yeah, you don't have to do that.
Have a $1 tier.
So our first
So-
Patreon again is Slope. Thank you so much, Slope. We're gonna do something special for you. Seriously,
Yes.
you have been
Seriously.
amazing in all of this. I'm gonna post the 2 giveaway words. We have 2 giveaways going on tonight. You can enter both. You can only enter each one time. Okay, that's
Should
very
we explain
important.
how that works for any new people?
Yep. I'm getting there. Hannah. I don't know if you've noticed,
All right, I gotta pee.
but
Be right back.
I've been drinking. That's fine, JJ.
I'm gonna go get my drink then.
All right. I will say, Amber and I will educate you guys. So the way our giveaways work, ladies and gentlemen, and people in between and on the outskirts, is you enter a code word into our chat one time. It is not case sensitive. Okay? Thank you for Vanna. Sorry. It was just like you
Vanna.
Vanna. Yeah, you're my Vanna.
Right.
God damn it. So the first giveaway word, once I get it set up with Nightbot, because again, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've been drinking. I'm gonna type the keyword. There we go. There it is. So the first keyword is drunk dice. All one word. DRUNKDICE. I'm gonna post that up right now. And I'll also post a picture of the dice that you can win. They're these beautiful tourmaline dice that you see up in the, if you're looking at the screen, top left corner. They're lovely, they're beautiful, and I have them. And if you enter the code word drunk dice that you see on the screen, one word, into the chat, you will be entered into this giveaway. Don't enter it more than once. You will be disqualified. And then our second giveaway is for a $25 gift certificate to the Eris Sivad. I don't know how to pronounce the last word of the name, but it's SIVAD. She makes custom dice trays and dice bags, and she's all around a good person, and we are happy to support her on this channel. So if you want to enter the word Hip Flask, you can enter both giveaways. So technically, the same person could win both. Really, I will say that unfortunately, our giveaways will have to be limited to the continental United States. Actually, no, don't forget the word continental. The United States, again, I've been drinking. And Canada, excluding Quebec, because Quebec is weird about their giveaway laws. You should be familiar with this with Critical Role. So please enter the code words you see on your screen into the chat. Enter them only once or you will be disqualified. You can enter both giveaways. The same person could win both. We'll find out. We will roll at the end of the show to find out who wins each thing. So with that, I'm going to go grab some more beer and grab a bite to eat real quick because I need something to absorb all this alcohol so that I can go to work tomorrow because I couldn't take the day off. And we will see you in about 10 to 15 minutes-ish. I am actually going to leave this screen up because I didn't set up a screen without our faces on it. But I'm going to turn off all of our webcams so that you only see the code words on here and the beautiful overlay that Hannah made very last minute. So we'll see you in about 10 to 15 minutes, guys. And thank you so much for watching. We will be back soon. And now I'm going to shut up. And now they can hear me. Yay. Hey guys,
Fuck
we're back.
yeah.
Hey.
Dramatic.
D said he's getting on now.
Okay. Well, fuck. That's like 2 minutes
Never
too
mind,
early.
we're not back.
We're back. I can do this. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. So what I'm going to do currently, while you guys are watching live, is I'm going to actually resize these code words so you can still see them. You can still participate in the giveaway that will run until pretty close to the end of the stream. I'm just going to make them smaller so that they won't obstruct your view of any of our beautiful faces. I hope that's okay. And
Delilah, go away.
yeah. So we're just going to resize those live. I like this. This was enjoyable. So I think what we're... Oh, God. I don't like the hiccups. I don't like that. That's very, like, stereotypical movie drunk. Like, oh, you guys should go down there. That's really obnoxious.
I love you, man.
I love you too, bro. I love you. Bruh.
Robert!
I love you. Oh my god. Anyway, so DeForest is jumping on very shortly, and so we will have one extra person, and that's going to be a lot of fun.
A kobold
for all of
runs
us.
up through the woods.
Yes. Our kobold will be joining us. Ouroboros will be joining us. While that is happening, if you missed it earlier, we have 10 viewers currently. Not all 10 of you have entered our giveaway. So far, only one of you has entered our giveaway. The code words are on the screen. Enter them into the chat one at a time and enter the giveaway. Hip Flask will enter you for a $25 gift certificate to Eris Sivad. Her online shop is full of customizable dice trays, dice bags. She makes these little keychains that you can put a full set of dice into, and so you can carry your dice anywhere you go. They're amazing. They're very well crafted. I bought one for my wife. They're fantastic. JJ, you cannot enter. God damn it.
I spelt it wrong anyhow.
I know. I appreciate that because I would have had to manually remove you. You can't win. It's like in life, you just can't win. That was mean. That was really mean. I'm sorry. That was dark.
Oh my gosh, is D
too
in
real.
here?
Hashtag too real.
D's not in here. Hold on.
D is not in here yet.
Add friends.
Okay, I don't know what's going on. Oh yeah. So okay, we got D. Woo. Well, kind of. We have a thing.
Hey!
Oh,
right.
hey!
So
that's been a hot minute since I've seen that face.
Yeah, it's a beautiful face. All right, so you guys
It is.
actually can't see this face yet, but you will soon. I promise. So overlay. Changing the overlay. Look, Hannah, I remembered to do it. Now I just got to resize everybody so that they.
So we were just talking about the I love you, mans. But so D, I love you, man. It's been a while.
All right. So we are actually going to yeah, I'm going to resize these overlays. D, tell us a little bit about what you're drinking from while I do this.
Not good.
You
not
are
good,
muted, I
not
believe.
good.
I think. Yeah, you are.
I think I'm still on push to talk.
There you go.
Let me fix that real quick.
All right. So if you guys don't know D.
Okay, it's me. I'm here now.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
I
So,
think I have alcohol.
I'm drinking from the gourd. It's a ceremonial piece. It has become a tradition that started with this group and has developed into my home group, where if the gourd is not appeased before game, things go badly.
That is true.
So we appease the gourd.
And what is the gourd made out of? If you don't mind me
A gourd.
asking.
It's an actual gourd.
What kind of gourd, though?
I have no idea.
Oh, well, see, that's not
Very
helpful.
very well
I'm
painted.
trying to stall.
Oh, okay.
A blue
it's
gourd.
okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Well,
it's
what
okay.
is everybody drinking? That's a good way to.
We actually did go over this earlier, but since you
Oh,
weren't
shit.
here, it's okay. No, it's okay.
Yeah. So I have two things to drink today.
Okay.
I had to run to the gas station. They did not have many options for beer, so I have some mango Rita, which is what's in the gourd currently.
Oh, I'm
which
sorry.
It's not bad. It's a fruitier drink that I like, but if once that's out, this is what I have left.
Jaeger.
Oh my god, dude, you are a brave man.
That's how I
Or
live.
desperate.
That's a last ditch effort right there.
Well,
Yeah.
okay. I have some carbs to soak it up with me, and some salsa for flavor. You know, I'm prepared.
All right.
Jaeger and salsa.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So I'm drinking Blue Moon currently.
I like Blue Moon.
Yeah, Blue Moon is really good. See, I would be drinking Yingling, but there are too many things about their company that I do not agree with, and I can't give them money right now. If they decide to change their ways, then maybe. But currently, I cannot support them. But we're not going to get into that because this is a D&D stream, not a politics stream. If research Yingling, you will understand.
Okay.
Hannah, why can't you type?
What?
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 I'm very confused. I must have missed something.
Hey guys.
I spilled my drink.
Oh.
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
That's what you.
That
That's
is
what
a
y'all
problem.
missed.
Okay, that's what we missed.
I'm done. I think I'm done.
Yeah,
There's
that's probably the cutoff point.
I was the one amongst us that was playing with tequila.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm sticking with beer because I have ulcers and I can't do hard liquor. So.
Yeah, I'm on my second cup of Jack and coffee, so
That's impressive.
Oh.
we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I feel like I'm behind now. Hold up 1 second.
Yeah, chug. Anyway, all right. So
Whoa, easy.
no, don't actually
Remember,
chug.
Twitch
Don't actually chug. Yeah, Twitch discourages dangerous drinking.
It's not dangerous.
That's how they word it in their terms of service, though. It's so weird.
sure.
Dangerous drinking.
No, I'm just gonna have a couple swigs just so I can get that nice buzz going. Because
Yeah. I understand.
the Rita is not.
Pinkies up.
All right, so we're gonna play some D&D. Like our viewers are here for. I mean, you could be subscribers if you really wanted to be. You know, the only one stopping you is you at this point.
That's true.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get back into the game. While I finish doing the overlay, just listen to my sweet sultry voice in your ear holes.
It's my favorite place for your voice to be.
Yeah, I mean, in ear holes, that's where it belongs. So, the three of you, the three people that we have been with the whole time, you finally have kind of shaken this weird, and again, it's kind of like a blanket has been covering your brain this whole time, and you're finally able to think clearly. So, Zamfir, you are able to kind of rouse yourself from this obsession with cutting firewood. What do you do? What is your first thought, like, after this happens?
After I melted some dude's fucking head?
After you melted some dude's head, and your head is clear now, yes.
I want to know what's causing this. I want to get to the bottom of all of this, and because this is fucked up.
Okay.
Zamfir's pissed.
Okay, how would you like to go about this?
Earlier, I think Serendipity mentioned something about this was underground. Am I really that drunk?
She talked about the Hydra and how she remembers that the Hydra could possibly reside underground.
That is correct.
Yes.
I'm looking through my spell slot. Is there something I can cast
Slope Twitter
to kind of locate this shit?
What would you like to attempt to locate?
I'm assuming this is kind of like not necessarily a thing, but an entity, like almost like it from Stephen King novel sort of shit. Like to pinpoint it is kind of impossible.
You're not sure.
I don't know. I'm fucked up. I don't know. What the fuck's up.
This is the fun in doing a drunk stream, is the players can't remember what the players know and what the characters know. So it's a lot of fun, and I can't remember either, guys. That's
I'm
part of the
shocked. I
fucking
remembered
fun, too.
Serendipity saying it was underground, but
You can say serendipity, so that's.
so I
your-
melted
need to drink
Jasper's
some more.
face.
You
I
did.
melted
You
his
did melt
face, so
Jasper's
I
face.
can't speak with him.
No, Jasper's gone, guys. You killed Jasper.
So can I? Is
Zamfir killed Jasper.
Yeah.
is
That's what I'm
Tipsy is
saying.
Tipsy out front? Is Tipsy close by?
That poor-
You're still
poor horse.
outside. Tipsy is still around. Yeah, you can see Tipsy.
I'm gonna mount Tipsy in the non-sexual way, and I'm going.
Thank you for clarifying.
Why?
Thank you for clarifying.
That made it worse.
It did make it worse. Oh my god.
Because that implies that the opposite has happened before.
Yep. This time, guys, in the non-sexual way, as opposed to last time.
That was a different. That was a different adventure.
I believe you killed Amber. I think Amber might be. Nope, she's alive. Okay.
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. Oh my god.
So I'm gonna go back to Jasper's. He was gonna take us to his house, right?
Dude.
Yeah, he was. He was originally, yes.
So I mount
We're
Tipsy,
never gonna finish this. We're gonna be
and I say, "Tipsy, Jasper's home now."
Tipsy.
I'm gonna make an intelligence check for Tipsy.
I just picture this horse.
Tipsy rolled a natural 2.
I picture this horse.
so-
This guy's neck low, and it looks real irritated.
Tipsy. God damn it. Tipsy.
For context, this is a
Tipsy
white
is the
horse
horse. Tipsy is the
with a
horse.
stick
Uh-huh.
tied to her.
Yes. Tipsy is Zamfir's horse with a
Noted.
stick tied to its head to look
it's
like
glued.
a unicorn. Or glued, sorry.
It's
I am
glue.
so sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's an
Fantasy
important
glued
distinction.
to its head. Oh my god. Slope, you're amazing. I just want you to know that once again. You're fucking incredible. We love you. So
I'm having heat flashes.
yeah, I'm really warm as well. I want to open the window, but then I feel like it'll be too loud. Anyway, sorry. You guys, I don't know if you noticed.
I quoted that on Twitter already.
Thank you.
Over.
Thank you.
I'm gonna kill you.
I'm gonna put it on a goddamn t-shirt.
Nice.
I don't know
would
if you've
like-
noticed.
I
And on
would
the
like
back
to-
it'll say, "But I've been drinking."
I would like to go into a rage against the
I would like to rage against God, please.
DM.
So
No,
did,
All right.
I
Anyway,
passed
okay.
away.
Seriously, let's play D&D.
did Tipsy put me like in front of like a Taco Bell or something, or what's happening?
Fantasy Taco Bell is now in front of you. It's actually it is a rrestaurant, and you see through the window, you see this gnomish looking individual, and he is male, and he's standing on a box, like a crate behind a bar, and he has currently like got both hands occupied with like flipping skillets, like kind of like moving things around, and he's got this short blonde spiky hair, and you can hear him from like through the window. You call those cooked? Those are fucking raw. He's just yelling at his kitchen staff, and you can see out in front of the restaurant, it says Abyss's Kitchen.
Oh my god. Colton, is
You
that
also see in this place, kind of sticking out a bit, is a weird looking individual, actually dressed not necessarily similarly in style, but in finery as your party. An almost dragonish looking individual. DeForest, would you like to describe
Oh
yourself?
All right. So Dragonish is a bit
Oh my god.
of a reach for Ouroboros. He's shorter than most kobolds, but he also stands with a hunch and a rather crooked neck. It kind of forms a U before it reaches his head. He's old and grizzled. His scales have kind of gone from a harsh brown red to grayed and almost charcoal color. He's fucked up. His face is covered with scars. He's missing 2 of his fingers on one of his hands. One of his eyes has a massive scar going through it, and it's kind of swollen and milky.
Okay.
And that's about all there is for Oro. He's
What
not a
is-
pleasant-looking fellow.
He's sitting at a table, and there are some oysters in front of him, and a risotto, a lobster risotto.
Oh, yeah, it's his favorite.
In front of him. Yeah, it's a good dish. This chef in particular, very picky about risotto. What is Ouroboros? Ouroboros drinking. You had to pick a goddamn difficult name, didn't you?
Why we say Oro. That's
Oro.
He goes by Oro.
Okay.
It's likely he's got like a cup or a mug there, but it doesn't have anything in it. Even if he'll make the gesture like he's going to drink, but there's nothing in it.
Okay.
Wait, context. Is this in this town?
Yeah.
Fancy Taco Bell?
No, there's not a fantasy Taco Bell. It's Abyss's Kitchen.
Yeah.
I said this, Hannah. I don't know if you guys can tell, but Hannah's been drinking.
So this is where
I'm gonna make
this
that
is where
an emote. I don't know if you can tell. All right,
so this is where Oro is. Oro's in this kitchen.
Yes. Yeah, you see this
with the
kobold.
spiky-haired blonde dude.
The spiky-haired blonde dude is through a different window. You can see him kind of behind in the kitchen. Ouroboros is actually out in the dining area, but Ouroboros is much more interesting looking. I will say, because I'm the DM and that's what I say. I mean, you can talk to the halfling or the gnome. Sorry, he's not a halfling. He's a gnome. You can talk to the gnome if you want.
So
but he seems, irascible.
So Zamfir will dismount Tipsy.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And march into the kitchen to the spiky-haired gnome fellow.
Oh, so you enter his kitchen.
Oh, fuck yeah, in his kitchen.
Okay. He does not seem to like that very much.
I look at him, I say, "What the fuck is this slop?"
I hate you.
And so I see like what appears to be like a quesadilla press, and I cast Burning Hands, and I say, "This is how you do it." And I press my hands down, and for the record, I make the most perfect fucking quesadilla ever made.
I would like you to roll a performance check for me.
That's like a plus 50.
Ouroboros. Oro.
Yes.
You see this swaggering, kind of fancily dressed individual enter this half elf enter the kitchen, and you've been here enough times. That's not a good idea. You do not want to upset Ramsey.
Yeah, you're gonna find out why they call it a bit of kitchen.
I love it. Oh my god. I'm so happy with that. Okay.
I rolled a 30, by the way.
Oh my god. I hate level 20 bullshit. All right, so you make the most fantastic were you trying to make a quesadilla?
All right, it's fucking quesadilla.
Yeah, you make fantasy quesadilla. And it's fucking amazing. It's got unicorn meat, but no unicorns were harmed. It's weird. Like, they just willingly gave it up. It's super strange. It's fucking delicious. And Ramsey takes a bite, and he's got this look of just contempt and disdain until it enters his face hole. And then he's just, like, the expression changes. And it's very similar to how Jasper looked when you were performing. And it's just this reverent kind of, "My lord, kind of air, and he is at your beck and call.
I look at him, I say, "You're welcome," and then I slap him.
He takes it, and he's just like, "Ksh." And then he just looks at you again with these eyes that are kind of brimming at this point because it hurt, but he's not going to let you see that he's upset by it. You know this look. You've slapped enough chefs. Sasper got it. Abyss's Kitchen. Gnome Ramsey. That's him.
Abyssal Kitchen. So I walk out into the, I guess the dining area.
Ramsey, you just gonna take that?
Give this man whatever he wants. He's a god.
I ain't giving nothing of mine. That's mine.
He's half a man. More than I am. And he turns around and stomps to the freezer. Self-imposed exile into the freezer.
So is it Boro?
You don't know.
Boro?
You don't know.
It's Ouroboros.
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 Oro.
Mm.
I forgot why I'm here.
I really wish that I had made a graphic that just says, if you can't tell. I really wish that I had made one of those. That would have been great for this.
Can I do a thing?
Yeah,
Can I do a thing?
Yeah.
Okay, I would like to.
Sorry.
Well, Oro is kind of invested in this Zamfir.
Did you follow Zamfir?
I did.
Okay.
I stealthed it in, or
Alright.
stealth.
Yeah, we'll say that you made it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to stealth over to Oro's table and just steal some oysters off his plate.
Oh, yeah. I would say make a sleight of hand check with advantage because Oro is kind of occupied with this affront to Ramsey.
Also, he has a +0 in perception, so he ain't seeing shit.
Shh,
Okay,
my
so
boy, my
it's,
sweet boy. Shh.
Okay. Okay, so
We
that's
should
a
drink more often, guys.
26.
26.
should.
Yeah. You managed to snatch as many oysters off of this plate as you wish. You also get some risotto if you want it.
Oh, good.
She's not
Can she
paying attention.
can she maybe sit down at his table and kind of pull the plate over to her?
Oro,
just,
what's your passive perception?
I think it's 10.
Yeah, you don't notice a fucking thing. You were actually pushed.
Yeah, my passive perception is 10.
By the time you realize what's happening, you're actually standing. Like, you know how like at a party, like somebody can, like if you're really involved in a conversation, like somebody can just keep bumping into you very slightly and you just keep moving unconsciously.
Yeah.
It's like that, but times 10. So it gets to a point where you're no longer even sitting at your table. You're standing at the bar before you realize, like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah. Go reach for his mug and just be
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Well, no, you brought your mug with you. You know.
oh, okay.
You know.
He'll go reach
got
for an
it.
oyster and be like,
Yeah.
eh?
Yeah.
Just kind of look
Your
around.
risotto is no longer in front of you. You're at the bar with this half elf, very fancily dressed. So serendipity.
kind of-
Oh, go ahead. Go to Oro.
Just kind of raise a finger. Yeah, fuck did you do to me?
Zamfir, this is not the first time you've been accused of some shenanigans.
It won't be the last.
I very much agree with that. Serendipity. So Zamfir just kind of took off on a hot trot with his horse, / false unicorn? Question mark. And you were left with the smoldering headless corpse of Jasper.
Oh no, she wasn't.
What are you doing? And you saw Thorn take off after Zamfir.
Oh yeah, no, she would have followed. Yeah.
As you're following, I would like you to make an intelligence saving throw, please.
Oh boy.
Don't worry, it's not the same effect.
Where'd my
The
character?
DC is lower on this.
You make a terrible quesadilla.
I'm not
Yeah.
making a quesadilla. That's not what I'm doing.
Oh,
What the fuck?
I'm so
Oh.
surprised that 10 people are still watching this ridiculous bullshit.
Y'all are
Thank you
troopers.
guys. You guys are fucking troopers. I just want to say.
19.
Oh my god. 19. Okay, that is exactly the DC because the original DC was much higher.
Oh wow.
But you've seen through the illusion once before. So you see as you're going through, and like you kind of, are you on your horse or are you on foot?
Sure, she's on her horse.
Okay. So as you're going through, you kind of trot along and you pass an alleyway, and as you pass this alleyway, you notice a almost rushing sound in your ears, like a waterfall almost, but very, very faint and indistinct. It's like a white noise, like static, and then it disappears, and the silence is deafening. And you realize that since you entered this town, the outskirts of this town, since you first encountered Jasper and his crew, this noise has been in your ears. And it's been making it difficult for you to think clearly. And you finally kind of have a moment of clarity. And you look around, and in the distance in this alley, you see this pale, almost worm-like shape just peeking out from the ground. And it is this head. And as it turns to you, it is a ghastly sight. It is eyeless, noseless. Only thing in it is a mouth. And it stretches wide into this unsettlingly friendly, welcoming grin, and its mouth is full of these jagged, bone-white teeth. And it looks, it kind of focuses on you, and you hear for the first time this keening wail that you hadn't heard before. Yes.
She doesn't wait too long after seeing this thing to rear her horse around, put it into a full tilt gallop down the alley with both of her scimitars out.
Okay.
Just charging at this thing.
I would like you to make an attack. Are you attacking it, I assume?
Oh, yeah.
All right, make an attack roll.
Oh, yeah.
Make an attack roll.
Well, she's going in.
Ooh.
Oh, boy.
Ooh, this is fun, guys. It's real fun.
Well, the reason I say "oh boy" is technically, by her features and everything. Stop. By her features and everything, she's gonna get in a couple attacks here.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh god.
Oh my god.
Continue.
Okay.
Yep.
Main hand and off.
What was your attack roll?
I'm working on it. I got my main hand and my offhand. All right.
Oh
Gotta do some math here, my friends.
Yep. How about?
That is a 29.
29
to hit on one, and then her offhand is a
level 20, guys.
27.
Jesus fuck. 29 and 27. Those both will hit. So you see, as you charge forward, this head, it actually begins to retract into the ground, and you see around it, the ground is kind of broken, and even the stone, like it's a cobblestone alleyway, and you see that the stone around it is kind of broken up, and this head is protruded forth, and it is emitting this keening wail. So in addition to your attacks, I would also like you to make an Arcana check, please.
Oh boy, lots going on
with advantage,
here,
because you either Arcana or History, whichever is higher, but both with advantage.
They're not the same. That's cocked. Okay. Which do you want first? Damage or?
I would like your checks first, please.
Okay, my check is 12.
Okay, that's with advantage?
No,
Wow.
it's not with advantage.
I said
sorry.
with advantage, lady.
Yeah, no, that's with advantage.
Oh, damn.
It's Finch. It's avantage.
Avantage. Avantage.
Do you want the damage now?
What was the check with advantage? I didn't hear it. Just JJ
It's the
was being-
12!
Oh, sorry. I thought you said that was without advantage.
Then I rolled and I said, no,
Oh.
it's still the 12.
Oh, okay. JJ was talking. I didn't hear that. Okay. With a 12. With a 12, yeah, you're still not sure. Like you know, you're pretty sure you know what this creature is based on your earlier checks. You're pretty sure it's a false hydra, but the specifics of it and what it does still kind of elude you a little bit. We'll get into that in a minute. Okay, what is the damage for this head?
Okay.
gonna be
Gotta
a
do
lot.
all the math.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot.
Let me get my calculator.
We're gonna be coming back to you guys shortly, so figure out what the fuck you're doing too.
It's 3.
25 points of slashing damage.
25. All right, nicely done. So you slash this head, and it is ghostly white. And again, there are no eyes, there's no nose. It's just a mouth. And as it turns towards you, it emits this wail, and you shrug it off because you know now what this thing is. At least you're not entirely sure the machinations behind it, but you put a name to it, and that gives you a little bit of like inner strength, and you slash down to it and carve into it, and it does not stop its wail, but it kind of writhes like a snake or a worm would, very, very sinewy and gyrating kind of, and then it slurps back down into the hole that it had previously come through, it looks like. And you gather that your earlier history check regarding the false hydra and the fact that it is underground is accurate. You did not misremember that. And now we will return to... let me pull up my OneNote. OneNote, please sponsor me. Hannah now has the, like, I hate you all face. That's good. That's good. She's tired of my shenanigans. So the rest of you, Thorn, Oro, and Zamfir, you actually let me make a roll here. Ooh, yeah, okay. You guys momentarily, and Oro, since you've been here, this is the first time that it's silent. And you realize that this whole time you've been here, since you've first entered in the outskirts of this town to investigate what the disappearances, because you received a letter from one of your friends here that contained a cryptic message, and within, like, it was a regular message for the most part, but interspersed in were the words "watching" scribbled in a hasty hand, and "it took him" interspersed in between sentences, and it was enough to raise an alarm with you. And so you ventured here, and you've been here for about a month at this point. And it's the first time that the fog lifts and you hear silence. And you realize that this silence is because whatever was clouding your mind has ceased, at least for a fraction of a moment. I would like you all to make intelligence saving throws. Or no, actually, I would just like Oro to make intelligence saving throw with advantage.
Oh, with advantage. Okay, that's
Yep.
probably not going to help much, but we'll see. Oh, maybe it's not too bad. Intelligence saving throw is a 20 total.
Dirty 20. Yeah.
Mhm.
You still hear, like, after just a fraction of a moment, you still hear the sound of this keening wail. That's the only way I can describe it. It's just like this high-pitched, it's like a dog whistle, but if someone were singing in that register. Like it's super
Yeah.
high pitched, but it's melodic. And it is entrancing, but you find yourself able to resist it for the first time in a month. And the rest of you, Zamfir and Thorn, you hear the same thing, and you're able to resist it based on your previous rolls. And you all realize that whatever this thing is, it has been has blanketed your thoughts and your consciousness. So you are able to act independently of whatever this thing is. And Zamfir and Thorn particularly, you know what this thing is called based on Serendipity's rolls earlier and what she told you. This is a false Hydra. You can, if you would like to vocalize this to Oro, you can. And I would like you all to make history or arcana or nature checks.
All right.
You can choose between the three, whichever is highest for you, whichever you would like to use. Serendipity. You see this head kind of slurp down into the ground. You are able to make another attack against it as it does, because it is moving out of your space, and you are just furious at this thing. It is, you can see it, and even just seeing it, like, you know, this is an aberration. This is an abomination. It should not exist. This thing needs to be ended.
That's a 33 to hit.
You know that
to hit?
That just hits.
Are we in
No,
battle? What the fuck happened?
Serendipity is in battle. You guys are not. You all are at the Abyss's Kitchen restaurant. And at this point, let me see here.
13 points of damage.
13 points of damage. Okay, so as this thing retracts, you feel your blades sink into the flesh, and it definitely scores a hit, because I assume you're using a magical weapon.
Oh yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Both of them
Level
are.
20, I would assume. Are you raging at this point?
No.
That's what I thought. You haven't declared rage yet. So 13 points of damage?
Yes.
Okay. You definitely feel like you've scored a couple of hits on this thing, and it retracts down into the cobblestone and leaves a gaping hole where it was, as it does. It's probably about 3 feet total.
So crawlable.
Yeah, it is enough for you and the rest of your party to jump down into if you so desire, or you can go alone. We can split the party. It's level 21 shot. Let's do whatever the fuck we want, guys.
I was going to say the same
We're
thing.
also drunk.
Never.
We're also drunk.
Never split the party.
That's what you say. Chicken.
y'all went off to a Hell's Kitchen, a kitchen.
Speaking of which, the three of you, you have a moment of clarity. Zamfir, you immediately, like, this thing controlled your mind for a minute. It made you believe you were one of these townsfolk. What? How dare it? Thorn, these townspeople are being controlled by this thing. They can't remember their loved ones that are gone. They can't remember their children that have been taken from this. And as a UNT, family is important. Blood is important.
Yeah, it is.
Having your children taken from you and not being able to remember their names is unforgivable. Oro, it's been a month, and your mind has not been your own.
Man, that might have never been my own.
An extraneous entity has entered your head and taken over without your permission, without your express consent, without your worship, without your devotion. That is a trespass that cannot be overlooked.
All
What would the three of you like to do?
Zamfir starts to play Careless Whisper on his.
God damn it! On your pan flute?
Do, 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 do.
Yes. Oh, I love it. All right. RIP headphone users. I am so sorry. Oh, that caught me off guard. All right. So, Careless Whisper. Fantasy Careless Whisper, because we don't want to get sued.
It's on the pan flute.
It's
It's
playing.
fantasy.
Yeah. It's not a saxophone. It's a pan flute. I just realized I keep
declare it.
swiveling
It's
out
fine.
of view of the Twitch window. All right, so Zamfir begins playing Careless Whisper. What are the other two doing? Oro and Philip.
I wolfed down the rest of the. Mind you, I did not chew anything.
Right,
Just
yeah.
swallowed it.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're gonna have the burps later.
Oh yeah. I guess yeah. Are we gonna head out? Are we gonna get going? See what the heck is going on?
Hey, you! Point to the man with the pan flutes. Hey, you was trespassing in my mind.
I look at him and I say, "What?"
In here has been trespassing up here. Is it you?
Have you tried the quesadilla?
No.
We're never gonna finish this story.
Are you the quesadilla?
I'm sorry.
Damn it, JJ. I love you. All right, fuck, that pushed me over the edge. I'll be right back, guys.
I guess we're splitting the party. It's okay, serendipity is a lichen. She'll just go werewolf on this thing.
Man, it'd be great if you had a tunnel dweller to chase something down those tunnels. You know, if only you had a kobold.
I can't believe I got robbed.
I'm literally crying over here. I'm sorry.
Yo, my chair is gone. Look, there's no chair there.
Wait,
Where'd
what?
your chair go?
Excuse me?
My mom took my chair in the middle of this.
You know, actually, I usually have the big office chair behind me, but one of the wheels broke. It just exploded, so I'm on a dining room chair. So that's fun.
It happened.
Yeah. So, how is everybody?
Awesome.
Drunk.
Yeah.
I've been better.
Why have you been better? What is going on with you? You're right.
No, I ate the red meat and it
But why did you eat the red meat?
Right.
because I was.
You even declared like I shouldn't eat this, but you did.
That's the way it usually goes.
All right, so what are you three doing?
They already had that. Oh.
What?
You already asked them. What are they doing?
I left. I was gone.
We weren't talking in character, Hobart.
Oh my god.
Or were we?
All right. Okay. I'm the DM, so I'm gonna say the three of you, eventually, for the love of
where the
fucking
fuck is
Bahamut,
serendipity?
yeah, are like, hey, we're missing a party member, and then two of you are like, wait a second, we're missing two party members.
Oh, this guy. Ozzy? Ozzy's still with us, right?
Yeah, it takes you a minute to remember the name. And
Oh,
you realize that Ozzy has not been with you since you entered this town.
Good.
Since Jasper began leading you to his home, Ozzy just kind of wandered off and you didn't say anything.
I had a dream when I
guys-
was mean to Pacifica.
You
Good.
guys didn't even notice. You guys didn't even notice. He was gone.
Oh, we lost the child. Oh boy.
I'm sorry, Chris. I'm sorry.
We love you, Chris. We
We
really
do.
do.
I wish Chris would have fucked this whole thing up in the best way possible. So seriously, like, I miss him intensely because he would have kept me on my toes this whole time. I have no doubt. Like, you guys are, but Chris just adds that extra level of fucking crazy, and I love it. So we do miss you, Chris, and the next drunk one shot, you will be here.
Hopefully.
You will be. No, not hopefully.
I'm
You will.
not going to
Base
make any
it off
promises
of
here,
his
but I think I
schedule.
want to try to run that one.
Oh,
luck.
that would be fun.
Hober
Yeah.
as a player?
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's gonna be nuts. All right. Anyway, let's try to finish this before 10 o'clock, guys. So we're not gonna finish by 8. So if you guys are hoping to log off the stream by 8, sorry, not gonna happen. 8 Eastern time. All right. So
Yeah, I didn't even wait here.
you all realize that you have been your minds have been invaded for whatever length of time you've been in this town. Something is not right. And Thorn,
Duh.
I'm gonna say you burst out of this restaurant, and you see this man kind of sitting off to the side, and he is smiling, but he's bandaging up these bloody stumps that used to be fingers. And behind him, on a wooden wall, scratched, what you can see is the word watching. And he's smiling while bandaging these fingers. And you move on a little bit, and you see the blacksmith still pounding away, even though it's past dark. He is still pounding away at this singular piece of metal that has gone cold. The forge is no longer lit, and he is pounding away at this piece of metal. And you see on his arm a healed over, scabbed word that says forgetting. And as you continue to move on, trying to find serendipity, do Zamfir and Oro follow?
Yes.
I got nothing better to do.
All right. So you see these sights as well. And it's not the first strange sight you've seen since entering this town. Certainly won't be the last. And you come across an alleyway where you see your party member, Serendipity, slash at the air. I would like each of you to make intelligence saving throws, please. And I'll say with advantage because this has been weird. Yes, Oro?
You just made
That's
the
a natural
walk of-
20.
I got
Alright,
a
natural-
20 as well.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
All right, double nat 20s. Finish your drink.
Oh, sh!
My
I have to finish
floor
all of
finished
this?
it.
That is a shit ton.
Okay, no,
Here we
no,
go.
no,
I'll
no,
take
no,
a
At
no,
least,
no.
at least it's not the
Twitch,
Jaeger.
Twitch does not promote unsafe drinking, so.
Fair. Fair.
Ah,
Um,
shit.
all right.
Here, I
yeah,
tell you what. Since that's
Big
20, I'll at
gulps.
least change it up a bit.
big gulps at least. As Chris pointed out, it's a D&D game, not a suicide pact.
Why not both?
No. Oh, do we have to put a content warning up now? I think so.
It's fine. It's fine.
No,
Anyway.
it's a joke. It's a joke.
Okay. Anyway,
Look,
god
we're
damn it.
Blatantly joking.
All right, yes, joking, jokes. We make
Yeah,
bad.
okay.
We make poor taste jokes. That's what we do. All right, so
I am a poor taste joke.
Nikor Creed, you guys drink too much. Thanks, Slope. Anyway, so you guys see Serendipity. What were you 2 nat 20s, and then Zamfir, what was yours?
It was not good. It was a 11.
11. You see Serendipity just swinging at the air. But Oro and Thorn, you see Serendipity swinging at this. It's a milky white almost worm or snake looking creature that's protruding from the ground. Did you guys ever play Legend of Zelda on the 64? I think it's in Majora's Mask, but it might be
Talking about like the
Ocarina of
Walrus
Time.
stuff?
Huh?
No,
I
Walrus
played
is the hands.
Legends.
That like
I played
white
Zelda on the original one.
that like white face on the end of like a tentacle almost.
Oh yeah, okay. I know exactly what you're talking about.
That
Yeah,
thing, that thing. Very similar. So it's like this whitish face, but with no eyes, no nose, just a mouth that opens up in this wide grin with these bone white teeth, almost yellowish in their brightness, smiling. And it is emitting this wail that you recognize as kind of that rushing water sound that you had shrugged off previously, and it disappears into the ground as she strikes it again. It scores a fairly, a decent hit. You see this creature just disappear, and you are free to act.
I hit whatever it is. I hit. It needs to die.
yeah. Oro will hobble his way to the hole at kind of a run. It's not really. It's kind of a limp.
Did I see this? Obviously I didn't. I think I failed the check.
You didn't see it. We're gonna, for the sake of brevity, I will say that your compatriots explain it to you, and you get the gist.
Yes.
For the sake of brevity.
So Zamfir is fucking angry. He says, "Fuck this thing. We will destroy it, and we will kill it now."
I'm all for destroying things. Yeah.
Are we going
And
down the
Zamfir looks
hole
at
then?
everybody. He's like, "How do we find it?"
Down there, and she's like still on her horse.
Yeah.
Just turned around to look at everyone and just points down at the hole with one of her scimitars. Down there.
Going down a hole? I'm good going down a hole. I can do that.
Can you make the hole a little bigger?
No, but I can make you smaller.
Zamfir says, "Yes, I make all holes bigger."
Oh my god.
So are we getting smaller or getting bigger?
Why not both?
Can we do that?
Let's
Is that
go.
a
It's
thing?
big enough to
Yeah.
fall down.
I don't know what you guys
It's
want to do.
I'll
looking at
jump
my
in
spells.
first. I want to stealth it.
I'm gonna cast Featherfall or Flowfall. That's the one.
God damn it, T, I love that voice.
Yeah, I'll cast Featherfall on myself, and I'm gonna go first.
All right. So you just jump down the hole?
Yeah, he'll just
All right.
kind of scratch
Yeah.
his face with a little bit of arcane
All right.
energy with
Yeah.
the hand that only has the two fingers.
Yeah, definitely.
And then just kind of hop.
Wait, so Sasper says they don't see any code words. They're on the top right of the screen. Hip flask and drunk dice. Each is one word. All lowercase, or actually, case doesn't matter. Lowercase is just easier for me to read. So if you go to twitch.tv/thefriendlydungeonmaster, you will see on your top right screen hip flask and drunk dice. Those are the code words. Enter each one of them once, and you will be entered into both giveaways. Only enter once. You'll be disqualified if you enter more than once.
Of course, as it goes.
Yes. All right. Continue. Sorry.
So Zamfir dons what looks like a medieval squirrel suit.
A medieval squirrel suit? Is that what you said?
Yes, a
Is
medieval
Zamfir
squirrel
a
suit.
furry?
That's what I heard.
Yes,
I believe Zamfir is a furry.
it's got wings.
I'm
His
not
shit's got
yucking your
wings.
yum. I'm not yucking it. I'm just
And he
clarifying.
just he swan dives into this shit like.
All right.
whoosh.
All right, let's do it. So Ouroboros and Zamfir both jump into this hole. Serendipity and Thorn, what are you doing?
I could go in next.
You're just jumping in?
I'm just gonna jump in.
All right. Serendipity, all of your companions and a new guy, like a weird lizard, dragon, reptile-looking fella with a long
He's fine.
U-shaped
He's
neck.
fine. It's good.
Just
It's
jumped
You're
in
level
this
20.
hole after
Been a
the
while
thing
since you've
you
dealt with
attacked.
kobolds.
It's weird. It's a weird situation. This whole fucking town is real weird, and you're left by yourself, just standing next to this hole after they all jump in. What do you do?
So she definitely stands there, well,
Yeah.
sits there
I would imagine.
horse stands there. And she kind of thinks for a second, she's like, well, I could let them go on their own.
Mm-hmm.
And I could go off to complete our task and get all the power and glory
Mhm.
and be remembered forever alone because I didn't get distracted and still get to gloat that I hit the Hydra first.
Mhm.
3 times, actually.
That is definitely true. You could do those things.
But that's my prey.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's also
And
true.
that's where it comes in that she is a blood hunter lichen. That is her prey. So she's gonna slide off her horse,
Mhm.
make sure she has all her gear,
Okay.
and she's going to dismiss her horse, send her horse off to go find safety. In case something happens. And she goes down in after everyone.
Okay. So, who among you are casting spells to aid with this?
I already did.
You're casting
What
Featherfall,
spell-
correct?
Yep.
Are you just casting it on yourself or other people?
Oh yeah, I don't know these people.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. They're fucking weirdos as far as you're
Yeah.
concerned. They
He
just
came
showed
in and
up.
slapped my chef. I'm not about to
Yeah,
help him.
yeah, they're weird.
And then he started playing the fucking pan flutes. An insult to
I
my
mean-
father.
That pan flute killed my paw. Which with a bard could be true.
That's true. That's very true.
All right, so I'm just looking at Ozzy real quick because I need to know what does Ozzy have in his repertoire. I love using French words when I've been drinking, by the way. It's a lot of fun. Repertoire. All right. So you all jump down. Oro, you use Featherfall, and you descend. Oh, man, you descend for probably a good 150, 200 feet. It's a long way. Zamfir, you're the next in. You and Thorn are pretty much like right at even keel. Do either of you have any spells to help with this falling, or are you just fucking jumping and hoping for the best?
All I can say is that I'm taking advantage of that proficiency in acrobatics to kind of like help myself
Yeah.
get a more decent trajectory.
All right.
To quote another
Can I
D&D stream, we're basically gods.
I was just gonna say, do you goldfish it up?
Yeah.
can I mage hand this shit?
What do you want to do with Mage Hand?
Kind of grab me by the back of the collar and kind of slow my ass down.
Mage Hand has a limit of 10 pounds.
But we're gods.
I was gonna say, make an Arcana check, please.
While you're
Oh
falling.
Jesus!
What's your spellcasting modifier? Is it Wisdom?
It's
Or is it
charisma.
I make a Charisma check then. Just straight charisma.
Straight. It's a +10.
Plus 10.
So hang on.
All right. So
That's an 18. 18.
Okay. I will say you are able to, like, as you're falling, you multiple times. God, I can't talk anymore. Multiple times you cast Mage Hand, like, over and over to slow your descent by grabbing you, like, the back of your coat, this beautiful flowing coat as you fall. You cast Mage Hand multiple times to slow you ever so slightly each time.
But
you
that
keep
low
doing
roll, it's not grabbing me by the back of the neck.
Oh God, where is it grabbing you, JJ?
Yes, it's grabbing me there.
Are you serious?
And the whole way down, ow, 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 ow. God.
I mean, after 3 or 4 times, it's no longer an ow.
It's just like
I'm just saying.
he's like smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
Wait.
After 3 or 4 times, it's just like, well, this is happening. The rest of you see smoke coming from Zamfir's pipe.
Can
Hannah's
I
giving that
try
look
and
again.
grab? I'm gonna try and grab Oro.
Okay. All
'Cause I
right.
have
Isn't
nothing
Oro
to
safe?
do.
Isn't he down?
Oro has cast Featherfall, so he's descending at a rate of 60 feet per second, but will land lightly.
Okay.
Or 60
So
feet
can
per
I
round,
grab
rather.
him?
I would say you jumped in fast enough afterwards. Make a dexterity saving throw,
Okay.
and we'll see. Serendipity. As you jump, you're just relying on your natural acrobatics
Yep.
to do this? Okay, so roll an acrobatics check with advantage, please.
Okay. Oh, I gotta do some math. That's a
Okay,
30.
that's
30.
Jesus Christ. All right, Thorn, what did you get?
24.
Okay, you are able to grab Oro. Oro, you feel this lizard person, a snake person, grab onto you. This Yuan-Ti. And at first it's a little weird, but then you're like, oh, okay. No, it's strange. It's like at a music concert, as opposed to other types of concerts.
Thanks,
Like somebody
buddy.
bumps into you, and you look over, and like
non-music
at
concert.
first you're just like, oh, and then you see them, and they look kind of like you in a way, like they're maybe similarly dressed, and you're like, oh,
Vaguely.
okay, you're fine.
You going
Yeah,
down?
it's like that, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well, now.
All right, so serendipity.
Yes.
You manage, as you're falling, you brace your feet out against the sides of this shaft, and you use your heels to kind of slow your descent, and your quads are screaming at you, but you look at them and you're like, shut up, bitch, I've put you through worse.
Yeah.
And all those squats come
I
in
gotta
handy.
say, yes,
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
a prostitute.
Yeah.
She doesn't wear a lot.
Yeah.
So, you also have the slowdown of the boob.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
And you
Yeah.
also have her skirt that is like fucking like the umbrella, like
There is nothing left to the imagination.
yeah, it's a
but
panty
it
shot.
is
panty.
graceful. It's
Yeah.
not tacky. It's not
It is.
it's not it's not lewd necessarily. It is
She's beautiful.
yeah.
Yeah.
Debutante
Yeah.
esque. Yeah, I'm just making up French words now. Or not making them up, but I'm just putting a French spin on them. The words are real, but my accent is not. God damn it. We never do this again, ever, guys.
No, we're doing this again.
Or
We're
every
definitely
week.
doing this again.
Either every week or never again. One of the two. My wife keeps texting me, even though she knows we're still going. All right.
She's just
Oh,
jealous.
so like Marilyn Monroe over the grate, but with falling instead. That is exactly right. KNW root beer. You are correct. That is exactly right. So it's like Marilyn Monroe over the grate, but like in a full split, and just like gracefully sliding down this, and like with arms crossed, like just like this is another day at the office.
No,
What
not
am I
arms
doing?
crossed.
Oh,
not
no, okay.
arms crossed.
All right, okay.
She has both scimitars drawn and is like
That's
ready
even
to
better.
fucking.
That's even better. And so are the points of the scimitars like scraping the stone
She's
as you're going
ready
down?
to go. But like she
Yes.
has them point. So you know she's in split. So she's in the splits.
Uh-huh.
She's holding her scimitars pointing down.
Holy
Like
shit.
like she's like a fucking bull.
Nice.
Get
Yeah,
out
okay.
of the way.
I dig it. Yeah. Okay, so not having cast Featherfall and not grabbing onto someone who has cast Featherfall, JJ just left again without telling me that he was
Bye,
going to leave.
JJ.
God damn it. So I will say, Serendipity, make an attack roll with advantage, please.
Oh, fuck.
Wait, what?
Make an attack roll with advantage, please.
An attack roll?
Yeah.
We're going to die.
With your scimitar.
Alright, bitch. Both of them?
Yes, ma'am.
Bitch, yes! Okay. Let me see. Both of them at advantage. Oh boy, I gotta do math. Hold on.
The best
While
thing
you're
about
doing that
doing
math, I'm gonna run and grab one more beer. Hold on, just one moment. We got like 45 minutes left, so
I'm guessing
grab
that's
one
why
more
beer.
beer.
All right, I'm actually gonna check if I could get my chair back. So, BRB.
Looks like it's just you and me, Hannah.
Yeah. These are good rolls.
Yeah. So how are you?
I've been better.
3 hours?
I know you keep saying that. We
Yeah.
asked
Told
that
you to be
earlier.
quick. All right,
That's
what?
because I have issues with red meat, and I ate red meat.
Mm,
so-
that's fair.
Yeah. Are
Okay.
you ready? Are you ready, Hobo?
I'm ready,
For these
I'm ready.
attacks?
Yeah.
The
Let's do it.
first one is a 35.
Oh my god.
The second one is
that
a 30.
real roll?
Yeah.
We only have an hour.
The second one is a nat 20, but that makes it
Oh,
37.
Wah, 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 wah. All right, so the
37 to
first
hit.
roll.
Well, look how low I'm gonna sit. Like,
According
I'm gonna mute
this room is
Yeah,
Amber
yeah.
again.
of alcohol and salsa.
What?
Best smell. According to my fiance, this room reeks of alcohol and salsa.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like a proper restaurant.
yeah.
All right, so Hannah, or Serendipity, I guess I should say.
Yes.
So that first attack, the not natural 20. All right, I'm going to unmute Amber now. Okay, we're good. I would like to know what the damage is, because you definitely fucking hit.
Okay, alright. For the not natural 20?
Uh-huh.
Okay. That is math. 15 points of slashing damage.
15, okay. Oh, man. Okay, having to do math, I really should have done this online, guys. I could just, like, put in the numbers. But I didn't. That's my own fault. So, yay.
I guess we'll have to do it again when we're better prepared.
I guess so. Darn. I have to drink more later.
Right?
Such a bummer.
Such
right.
a shame.
Serendipity. Let's resolve that goddamn natural 20.
Are you ready for this?
And since it's a natural 20, everybody take 2 drinks.
Alright, I
Oh,
hope
shit.
you're ready for this. 32 points of slashing
God
damage.
damn it.
Yes.
Okay.
As she's catapulting down.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So total.
She's not even in a rage yet.
I'm trying to do. Okay. So that doesn't sever the head.
Oh, fuck!
As you come down with both scimitars, both of your scimitars kind of plunge into the top of this spongy, fleshy mass. And it's larger than it looked out on the street. Like when you saw it, it almost kind of looked like a large snake. But now that you are up close and personal with it, it definitely looks like its head is almost the size of your body. It is massive. This thing is monstrous in its appearance. Once again, you see no eyes, no nose, not even slits for nostrils. It's just this grin that opens up impossibly wide, wider than its face should allow for. And you hear the sound of rushing water once again, even as this black ichor is running down the top of its head where you struck it. This thing is still grinning at you. I need you to make an intelligence saving throw, please.
So depending on the outcome of the intelligence saving throw,
Mm-hmm.
technically, in a turn she can make 2 extra attacks.
Oh, go ahead and do that then. As
want me
it
to do
opens
both of
its
those?
mouth
Okay.
to do this, you slash out again wildly. I would
Okay.
like you to make those attacks.
She's gonna rip out the defender scimitar.
Uh-huh.
And she's gonna try to like slash
Full
at it.
disclosure, I've not looked at any of your guys' stats.
All right, don't worry about it. Don't even worry. Let me do some math real quick. She's Gonna slash twice with her
Mhm.
main hand.
Yep. Do it.
Mm,
The rest of you, I would like you to roll initiative, please.
The
Woo!
first
I
one,
have that.
I'm assuming both of these hit.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
First
that's
hit
not
is a
bad.
31, second hit is a
Shit.
32.
Yeah, those both hit. Roll your damage.
Mm, 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 mm. Right, math again.
Good. Good. No bueno.
28 points of damage total.
Oof. Damn. Okay, math. How do you work?
It doesn't. It only works because we said it does.
Okay. I got it. Okay. It's
And can
definitely
I
hurt.
declare,
Mm-hmm.
as a bonus action,
Uh-huh.
I would like to enter a rage.
What does that look like for serendipity?
So
This
as
lovely,
she's
lovely
slashing
lady.
it, yes, as she is slashing it, it's just that final hit that she gets in on this round is just striking it down and letting go of her other sword that's still embedded and just like screaming as she drives it in deeper.
Yeah.
That rush of red, and she goes into a rage.
Mm-hmm. I dig it.
Yes.
All right, so you fucking just nail this thing. And at this point, so you've done enough damage that your last attack just cleaves this head from the stem upon which it rests. And the scimitar just kind of slices through the neck, and the head, as it flies off, like you hear the noise that it is making, this song, quote unquote, if you could even call it that, begin to fade. And then off in the distance, you hear it rise up once again from a different source. But this head is severed, and you see the stem, the neck kind of thrashing about, and then it falls limp. But you see where you've landed, there are tunnels off to the side. I would like you to make a perception check, and everyone else, what did you roll for initiative? We will start with Thorn.
I got a 13.
Okay. Oro,
16.
16. And Zamfir.
Muted JJ.
27.
27. Jesus. Okay. All right. The Hydra did not roll as well as most of you.
Well, that's good. We're
Uh-huh.
heroes
Yeah.
and shit.
Well, again, you're like the B team of heroes.
Oh.
Oh,
Uh,
you missed that
Oh, yeah,
part
you
of the
missed that part.
introduction.
So, like, yeah, this is an age of heroes. Like, level 20 characters are not uncommon in the world right now. This is before the breaking of the world and before the gods were killed, essentially. So,
Gotcha.
power is not uncommon, but you guys have been chosen by Bahamut. Well, you haven't. You were just here by happenstance,
Yeah.
honestly. You're just here because...
I told him myself.
Yeah. You came here to get away from it all and got hip deep in the shit.
Yep.
All right, so... let's see.
My perception check was 16, by the way.
Okay. So you listen for a second intently, and you hear down one of the tunnels this song that has been driving these people, this whole town, and you, for a brief moment, mad. You hear it a little bit louder down one of these tunnels. The one to the middle left, not the farthest left, not the center. There are 5 branching tunnels, and there's one kind of like to the middle left, sort of northwest of your, like if the middle tunnel is north, it's kind of northwest. And that is the one that you hear the most direction, or the most prominent sound coming from.
So would she register that it sounds like they might be dealing with multiple?
Yes.
Okay, so through her rage, being level 20, she manages to like growl out to her party member. Sounds like we've got company!
Yeah, time to get weird. And he's gonna just kind of onto his glaive and ignite the flame tongue.
Nice. All right, so the flame tongue just ignites. You can all, if you need to ready weapons or a spell, you can do so. And I'm going to say, again, as the DM, you all rush down this tunnel after being indicated, because you all land safely because you all rolled really well. You rush down this tunnel that Serendipity has indicated to you all. Serendipity, you are first in initiative, but you've already gone. So next would actually be Zamfir. You are next in the initiative order. What would you like to do?
What the fuck are we attacking?
You saw Serendipity cleave through this head that was kind of emitting this wail, and once it was severed, for a brief moment, once again, you felt this weight lift off of your mind, and then another voice picked it up in the exact same registry, the exact same tone, the same melody, and you feel this blanket kind of try to engulf your mind once again, but you know what to expect at this point, so you're immune to it.
I don't necessarily have a target.
Not yet, but Serendipity kind of grunts and growls at you to go to that this tunnel is the correct one to go down.
So I'll follow her instructions.
Okay.
And can I ready an action doing that?
You don't even need to. As you run down, you're well within your movement speed to get through it and see another head, very similar to the one she just cleaved from its neck, looking straight at you. And it is this milky white, snake-like entity. This one, however, as opposed to having no eyes and no nostrils, it does have eyes. No nostrils still, but it does have eyes. And it is looking directly at you. And these eyes are just pools of red, a fiery red, in this milky white face. And as it opens its mouth, it is this gaping pool of inky blackness that you see these impossibly sharp, bony white teeth protruding from. And it wails at you in challenge, almost.
Okay. I cast Dissonant Whispers.
Okay. What is the save for that?
18.
18.
18 Wisdom.
Wisdom. It rolled a 5. That is probably not going to happen. No, it does not have that high of a wisdom. So, yeah, it fails. What does it take?
96. So, not 96, 9d6.
Right, yeah,
so
I know. I got you. Oh my god, it's still amazing. Oro, you're on deck, by the way.
Right. 21 damage.
21, very nice. All right, so you see as this thing kind of it is actually not the source of the sound that you are hearing. And as it opens its mouth and takes the how much? 21 damage?
21, yep.
21. All right, let me write that down real quick because I'll forget. I don't know if you guys noticed. As it takes this damage, you hear this kind of unearthly, unsettling in the pit of your soul. There's a sound as it screeches out and kind of writhes back and forth like a snake that's been hit with a fly swatter. I know it's a weird analogy. As soon as I said it, I was like, no one's gonna know what the fuck that is. No one's ever hit a snake with a fly swatter. That's stupid.
Actually, I have.
All right, never mind.
Have you really?
Oh my god.
It was Arizona. It was Arizona.
Oh, okay,
Arizona.
fair.
Yeah,
Fair point.
Arizona. The goddamn DM knows all about that. Patrick, if you're watching, we got you, buddy.
just things you do while
this
you're
thing
in
kind of-
Arizona.
yeah, exactly. And you like just shoo scorpions out of your house with a broom. It's fine. Everything's fine.
What's happened to?
Oh, shut up. So this thing just kind of writhes and shrieks at you as you cast the spell upon it. It definitely seems to have taken the damage, but it is still looking pretty hardy, honestly. What else do you do? I'm sure you have a bonus action. JJ.
Is it? Oh
Yeah.
shit! It's still me. God
Yeah.
damn it!
Do you have a
Do
bonus
you have
action?
a bonus action?
Holy fuck! Let me look into that shit.
Oro, you're on deck. I don't know if I said that before.
Yes, you did.
Okay, good. I don't know if you've noticed.
So I ripped with the dissonant whispers, right?
Yep.
All right, hang on.
Did 21 damage with that.
That seems mediocre at best.
It's a pretty hardy creature, so. And Hannah has done some significant damage to it already. Holy shit. Level 20. Nothing to fuck
Okay.
with, you guys. Yeah, you throw that.
I'm
gang
learning
sign.
as we go.
All right, so Oro, and then the Hydra, and then Thorn. So just keep that in mind.
Okay, I will actually. No. Let's back that shit up. Fuck. So many options at level 20. I don't know what the fuck to do.
While you're deciding, I will say.
Okay, I've got it. I've got it.
Good.
Bonus action, holy weapon.
Okay.
So some shit's about to happen. Let's see. What does that do? It does a lot.
I have no idea.
2d8 damage. Sure.
That seems low.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
So you imbue a weapon with your holy power until the end spell ends. The weapon emits 30-foot radius dim light, blah, blah, blah. In addition, weapon attacks made against it deal an extra 2d8 radiant damage. So anything against it. So if anybody else attacks it, it's 2d8 radiant. As a bonus action on your turn, you can dismiss this, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, sure. So it's a buff. 2d8 radiant damage to anybody who fights it.
Okay.
Is that every
So
attack?
it does 2d8 to the creature immediately?
No.
No.
Anybody else who attacks it does a bonus damage of 2d8.
Shit.
Okay. So you're
And that
essentially
lasts
giving
for-
the next person who attacks it and hits it a buff to their damage.
Yeah, 2d8, and that lasts for an hour. An hour.
An hour?
Jesus.
An
Holy
hour.
shit. So it's like every
Oh,
person that hits
boy.
it. Oh god. All right. So
that's
everybody will
amazing.
add. If you hit this thing, you'll add a 2d8
2d8
to your damage. Now is that for any attack, not
2d8.
just melee?
So, hold on a second.
I should have beefed up the HP of this thing.
In addition,
Too late.
weapon attacks made with it deal an extra 2d8 radiant damage on a hit.
Oh wow. Okay. Wait. What did you say?
Melee attacks. Melee
okay.
attacks.
All right. Okay. I
That's-
feel a little
that's
bit better.
still
That's
scary.
still- yeah. That's
With
still
Hannah's
sick.
character around, that is horrifying.
Yeah, that's horrifying. Yeah, you're right. That's the good word for it. The good word, not a good word, because I'm
Yeah,
drunk.
holy
We're
weapon.
gonna want a repeat of serendipity when this is over.
Well, and here's the thing, guys. If you want to see these characters again, level 20, participating in one-shots, being ridiculous, then join our Patreon, and you will. These will, after this one, these like drunk one-shots, level 20 one-shots will be exclusive to Patreon subscribers, patrons, and donors that can give us proof of being a donor. So yeah, Slope, you'll get to see them. Slope, you may get to join them.
Dude, Slope is the best.
Yeah, Slope is amazing.
He's
Be
been
like
here
Slope,
since
guys.
The get-go.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, you guys just join the Patreon, $1 a month, and you'll get to see all of this ridiculous bullshit that we do. Or maybe $3 a month. I don't know. We haven't decided yet. I'm drunk.
dollars a month.
Yeah, dollars. So many cents. So many hundreds of cents. That is the end of Zamfir's turn. Oh god, I dropped my pen. It is now Oro's turn. Oro,
All
what are
right.
you doing?
I'm gonna.
Zamfir, did
Oh.
you have a bonus action?
That was my bonus action.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. All right, now Oro. Yeah, you're good.
Okay. So Oro's gonna run up, and he's gonna cast Booming Blade because Booming
Nice.
Blade is cool.
Is there a save against that, or is it just roll to hit?
It's nope. Make a melee attack with a weapon against
Alright.
one creature.
Have at.
Well, that's a natural 18, so that's not too bad.
Yeah, that'll fucking hit.
Okay,
This thing does not have a high AC. It's large.
gotcha. Oh, fair. Especially against someone who is small. So I need to do some math here because, as we said earlier, math is hard when there is alcohol in the blood. It's 28 thunder damage plus 1d8 per. So it's 1, 2, 3. So 3d8 on top of the additional 2d8. So it's 5d8 plus the d8 for the glaive and the 2d6 for the burning. Lots of damage. Lots of damage. So it's
A lot
8.
of D8 happening.
So yeah, 11, 19, 21, 24,
Jesus
27,
Christ.
up to 33 plus the 6, so 39 points of damage. And if it moves, it takes another 5d8.
39 points of damage, and if it moves, it takes another what?
5d8.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, it's gonna roll. I don't know. You're an Eldritch Knight, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's ever consumed an Eldritch Knight, so we're gonna roll to see. No, it got a natural 1, so no, it does not recognize this ability. So that was 39.
39. Mm-hmm.
God damn it! 1. Okay. Jesus Christ. You guys are killing my monster, and I don't like it. I'm just gonna say.
Stop breaking my toys.
Yeah, stop breaking my toys. All right. So, yeah, you do that, and the Hydra once again, the head just kind of rears back and hisses, and then it just lets out this horrible screeching sound, and it kind of rears back for an attack against you, and it is now its turn. Finally, your god. Let's see if
Okay.
it can do anything. So it's gonna go right for Oro, who is right up
We're
in
gonna
its grill.
immediately cast shield.
It and Serendipity are right up in its grill. So it has a single head right now in this vicinity. Oh, that's not gonna hit, I bet. Let's see.
Serendipity has a crazy AC.
Oddly enough, Oro
that's
doesn't.
a dirty 20 to hit Oro.
That does not hit. Close, but not
Are you
close enough.
kidding me? A
Yeah.
20
Like I said, so only because I cast shield.
Oh my god! So you cast shield as a reaction and kind
Uh-huh.
of deflect it. So its
Yep.
mouth comes towards you. This horrible, sucking melodic sound, and you just kind of deflect it.
I don't like it. You keep that to yourself.
All right, it's gonna go one more time.
Okay.
Okay, that this is actually against Serendipity,
Oh no.
and that is going to be a 25 to hit.
That just hit.
Are you
God damn
fucking
it.
kidding me?
Yes.
God damn it.
25? Jesus Christ, you guys.
Tank!
Level 20. This is ridiculous. All right. So it's doing a bite. It's going to do a bite against you. So that is 3d6 plus 6. That is a 1. That is cocked. That's a 6. That's 7. 8 plus. I said 6. Yeah, so that's a 14 piercing damage, which is halved because you're raging. Oh, Hannah left us. Hannah.
She's back. She's back. She's back.
Oh, there you are. Are you alive, Hannah?
Okay, what
And she looks
happened?
pissed.
She does. Hannah looks
She
like
is,
she
in
is
fact,
not enjoying
enraged.
this. You took 14 piercing damage, but you're raging, so that's halved, correct? Uh-oh.
It keeps
Okay.
breaking up as soon as you start talking.
Oh.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. If it doesn't work, I'm going to message you. 14 piercing damage, but it's halved because you're raging. Yes?
Yeah, and she's gonna have a reaction.
Oh, fun. All right, kill my monster. It's fine. I don't care. I don't
God
care anymore.
fucking damn it!
I didn't even like it that much anyway.
Okay, try again.
Which part?
All of it!
I think I'm as confused as everyone else here. I have
All
no
right.
idea what's happening anymore.
14 piercing damage, but you're
Okay.
raging, so that's halved.
Yeah.
So 7.
Okay, and she's gonna cast Hellish Rebuke as a reaction.
Yep. Do I need to make a save, or is that a melee 2-hit?
Hold on a second. Let me do the damage first so I can stay on track. Hellish Rebuke, yes, it has to make a dex save.
All right. Not great at
Oh,
dex.
God.
Oh, okay.
Noted.
All right. Let's see here. Dexterity. It's got an 18.
Oh, shit.
Just makes it.
Oh,
Goddamn.
nice. All right. So it takes it is able to kind of dodge out of the way. Does it take half damage, or is that all of it?
Hannah, read words. And it takes on a failed save, or half as much on a successful. Okay.
All right. Roll half damage.
Hannah, find the dice. Hannah, find the dice.
So Thorn, you are up next. That's a heroic
that is
pose.
even with half. That's still 19.
Shit balls. Fuck, guys. All right. 19. That's halved.
Yes.
So it was 38 originally.
Yes.
Jesus Christ, Hannah. All right.
I'm sorry. She
No,
cast
that's
it at
okay.
a higher level.
No, it's. I'm not complaining. It's just ridiculous.
I'm not
Don't you
complaining.
Wish
I'm
you
just
had
mad.
Pacifica back now.
No, because level 20 druid. No, thank you.
Oh god, yeah. Level 20 druids are awesome.
You would break my game.
Tidal
Just-
wave
just
everything
planescape
away.
Or plane shift it away.
Yep.
It's fine. All
I was
right.
considering
I
taking
do
them.
have wish.
Yeah, you do. You can use it too. You can
That
use it.
helps.
K and W, I feel you. Your monsters rolled mostly 2s and 3s. I feel you. That happens to me in this group particularly all the time. All the time. My monsters roll terribly.
So I feel like it's worth noting K&W Root Beer is my fiance. Worth noting.
Yeah. I knew that.
Did we know that? Oh
I did.
shit.
I
Okay,
did. I don't know
sorry.
if anybody else did. I'm special. I know things.
Wait,
I'm the
Wait, what?
DM. I know everything.
What?
All right. Let's try to get through this.
Wait,
All right.
you can't say that.
Wow, we are 20. We are 20
I tend to say I'm
25
just the
minutes.
GM. I don't know anything. You can't
Oh,
say
I
that
know
you know
everything.
everything is the GM.
I know
Shit.
everything.
They're on to me.
All right. So let's see. That was your action.
That was her reaction.
Reaction. Yep, you're
It's
right.
not even her turn.
Yep, you're right. Thorn, the Hydra has been hit once again by serendipity. For a lot of damage. It's not happy. I mean, it's definitely not looking. Oh well, actually, no. At this point, it is looking bloodied.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's not looking great. Not happy about how things are going. It's reevaluating its life choices. Possible community college for a different career path.
Mm,
You know,
I feel that.
maybe
yeah.
a certificate.
We've all been there. We've all been there.
You know, certificate of web design, if nothing else. So I can move to Germany. Yeah.
Don't do that.
All right, so Thorn, what are you doing?
Can I say that Thorn hid at the beginning of the initiative?
Sure, I'll say make a dexterity or a stealth check for me.
All right, I'll do that real
What,
quick.
are you trying to get sneak attack?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you have 2 allies currently engaged with it. If you hit, you'll get sneak attack.
All right. Okay, so I'm
and-
gonna pull my bow
Okay, all right, yeah. Roll it.
and I'm gonna fire an arrow.
Yep.
Can I? That's shit.
It doesn't have a great AC, so I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Okay, so that is an 18 to hit.
That hits. Roll your
All right.
damage plus sneak attack.
That is a lot of damage, so give me a second.
Get Phil
wow.
Swift here, because that's a lot of damage.
Yeah. While that damage is being calculated, guys, we're almost at the end of this drunk stream. And if you have enjoyed it so far, I would encourage you to check us out on Sundays. Every Sunday, the same time, 5 p.m. We're generally not this toasted. Some of us maybe. Chris especially. Chris definitely gets drunk every week. No, that's not true. I'm lying. But
Well, I mean, we don't know
it's
that.
still
We
a
don't
lot
know
of-
his
well,
personal
that's
life.
true. That's true. We don't know his personal life. Who are we to judge? But it's a lot of fun, regardless, every week on the Forever DM No More stream, twitch.tv/thefriendlydungeonmaster. And we have a lot of fun. We just started a new campaign called Fortune's Tide. And it's a lot of fun. We're going to swap between DMs, between arcs, and it's going to involve the same campaign setting and the same characters, but different DMs. It's going to be a lot of fun. Every Tuesday, you can check us out. We're doing a Waterdeep Dragon Heist game. I run that game as well. DeForest is in it.
Yeah, I am.
And Hannah is
I'm
in
my
it.
favorite character in that.
Rosemary, who is not on this stream, but is a really cool person you should check out. Ready Set Rosemary on Twitter. And then my wife, Squeaky Player #1 on Discord, but she doesn't have a Twitter. So you should get on our public Discord and shame her for not having a Twitter. And you can check that out. It's an audio-only broadcast for people who just need to listen. And
So,
don't
like,
wanna
put on
really
some
watch.
cool visuals. You know.
It's like a podcast, but on Twitch.
Yeah.
The live
And
stream
then-
Okay.
podcast, essentially.
And
Yes.
I have the
Thursday-
damage.
All right,
Oh,
Thorn, what is that damage?
That is 49 points of damage.
I hate you so much. I hate you. I
Cat.
hate you a lot.
Fat
Hi,
cat.
Trila. Okay. So, dear God, what you attack with your bow?
Yeah.
So, you fire your arrow, and this arrow actually streaks through the mouth of this thing, and it's odd because it's like the arrow turns into a blade at the end of its arc almost, and it kind of spins around as it strikes the inside of this and severs the head. And the head just
Shit.
detaches from the neck, and the wailing that it was making stops. And let me roll real quick.
Good job, team.
No, you do not hear the wailing picked up again. However, you do hear the sound of movement. A little further down this same tunnel, it continues through the rock to your left. You hear a little bit of movement, and you hear a voice cry out, "Hello?"
Oh my god.
And that is the end of Thorn's turn. It is now a Serendipity's turn.
There's nothing else to kill?
Not in this room, but you see the tunnel further down.
Oh, she's going.
All right.
She's looking for things to kill.
Aren't we all?
All right, so it doesn't take you long. You run down this tunnel. It does not take you long to find another head. And
Fuck yeah.
This one is actually menacing a small individual in very regal blue robes, as they kind of drape down, you see a very familiar sight as Osborne Goodbarrel produces a cloud of playing cards around himself and kind of obscures himself, casting, as you know it, his interpretation of mage armor. It looks like he has just woken up from this creature's influence. And you are free to attack this newest head that you have found.
So, Ozzy's there.
Yeah.
Can I tell what he's doing there?
You see some streaks of blood along the side of his head, where it looks like he's been struck.
Mm-hmm.
And his robes are dirty, even though they are still beautiful and regal looking. They are definitely dirtier than they were previously. It looks like he may have been knocked unconscious and dragged into this chamber.
Okay. Does it seem like he's going to help us?
Yes.
Okay.
It definitely seems like he is now, like, since you guys stopped the singing of this creature, and you would gather, based on your reading previously, you would know especially that the singing is what causes the memory loss and transposition of memories.
Okay.
So Ozzy, now that this creature is no longer singing, he is no longer under its sway, and he has realized that he is in danger, and he is now fighting to defend himself and you.
Okay. So, Hobart.
Yep.
On her turn, she can make 4 attacks.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm just gonna roll all of them.
Yep, do it. If all 4 of them hit, I would just ask you, how do you want to do this?
What's can I just know what the AC is?
I will say the AC is 15. It's not high.
My plus is over that.
Really?
Yes, it's plus
but a
17.
natural one is an automatic miss.
Okay, let's
regardless
see.
of what your plus is.
None of them are nat ones.
All right. So
All
serendipity. I will say this: the rest of your party does manage, as everyone is gone except for you and Amber.
Can I roll damage just for flavor?
Yes. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. Roll it while we wait on them to get back. Because this will actually end it because we are way over time. Thank you guys for sticking around. This is a special event, and obviously we had a little bit of woo.
Oh boy. I'm gonna type these to keep track of them.
Yep. Well, if you tell me what they are, then I'll keep track of them.
Okay, first one is 22 points of damage.
22. Okay.
All those flew out of my hand. Second one.
Slope says all ones. I hope not. I need this to end. I can't drink anymore, guys.
Second one is 31 points of damage.
Yeah, Jesus.
So we're already over 50.
Yep.
That's 5.
And keep her going.
Third hit, 33.
Okay, so it is now at minus 29. It had 4 hit points after that last attack. It is now at minus 29, so let's see how far we go.
Yeah, I'm curious too.
32. So how much is that all
God
together?
damn it. So that's negative 62. All right, so it had 57.
How much damage did I do?
It had
all
57. So you did 115 points of damage, I believe. I think.
Yeah.
In one round. So, all right. So I'm gonna flavor this, and then you tell me how you end it. So, you guys all rush up from this tunnel, and you see Serendipity at the front, just carving through this neck, just hacking away at it. Sorry, I hit my mic again. And eventually just finishes with this like double-handed scimitar cleave of this neck, and it just spurts this black blood Oh, 118. Okay.
Oof.
Yeah, that's a lot. And
I finally I just gotta say real quick.
yep.
As a barbarian, I wanted to top when Quentin rolled 100 points.
Oh
of
yeah,
damage.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I
You did. You did.
Man, if you told
made
me that, I would have cast haste on you.
So you see Serendipity just cleave this neck in two, and then from the ground, as soon as his neck is cleaved, you feel this rumble, and this body, this massive, disgusting, fleshy, pale white, almost translucent body just kind of oozes up from the ground, and it disturbs the ground, but it's not violent in its disturbance. It's like this thing. Go ahead.
No, I know how I want to end it, so
Okay.
I hope the body doesn't move.
So this thing, like, it as it emerges, it doesn't disturb the ground so much as it just displaces it. It's like it's always been here, as if it belongs here. The ground was built around it. And you get the sense that this entity, whatever it is, this false Hydra, is ancient. But it is about to meet its demise. As Serendipity goes for the final killing blow, Hannah, how do you end this fleshy mass?
So she drives both scimitar into the stomach and lifts it up over her head and stands there just and lets out the loudest battle cry that you would never expect from a prostitute tiefling.
Somewhere hundreds of years later, Desira wakes from a dream and thinks, fuck.
She is the leader of the cult that follows this entity that existed hundreds of years before.
Nice. Yeah, you do, and you lift it up and you roar out in victory. And as your scimitars kind of come apart, this viscera of this creature just spills upon you, but it immediately just kind of sloughs off of you because you cannot be corrupted by this creature. None of you can, because you are protected by the blessing of the Platinum Dragon. And as the remnants, the entrails of this creature fall apart and fall between you, you hear ting, 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 ting. And you look and you see a small, probably 2-foot long scepter fall from the innards of this creature. And you know immediately, based on the description that the Platinum Dragon gave you, this is Maguffin's scepter. Yeah, thank you, D. Thank you. Finally, someone laughed at that stupid fucking joke. Thank you.
Just immediately. That's fantastic. I love it.
This is Maguffin's scepter. This is what you were sent in search of. And you feel, as this creature dies, you feel this weight lifted off of all of your minds. As if this cloud, this slowness on your own perception and senses has been lifted. And you can see things for what they are clearly. And you are free to do as you wish.
Oro's gonna lean close to whoever's on his left, if that's anybody, and just gonna kind of, that's a dummy thing. Just mutter those words. Doesn't matter if you understand them. Doesn't matter.
I didn't.
I didn't understand.
That's a big excessive, don't you think?
Ozzy kind of nods.
Yeah. And he kind of looks over to him. I like you.
Slope got it right. The fog of the mind dissipates. That is entirely correct. This fog lifts.
Can Serendipity harvest a trophy?
Of course. Yeah, I'm not even going to make a roll for it.
Yes.
Yeah, you harvest a trophy easily enough. Okay. So you guys grab Maguffin's scepter, and you are able to take it back to Bahamut, where they slumber. We're gonna wrap it up real quick because again we are well over time. But thank you guys for sticking around. You guys vanquished the threat that has plagued Wellsong for many years now, and are able to bring this trophy back to Bahamut, and further adventures will be had, I'm sure. Now,
I have a question.
yeah, go ahead.
So, my request here is for a little bit of lore. How much, like, what would they be known to history?
Oh, you mean this party?
Yes.
I
want to know, did this scepter really make a difference?
I will say the scepter made a difference, but as Pacifica would know, and as followers of our show would know, the world was still destroyed. But the scepter made enough of a difference that the scions of the gods who were destroyed, the scions, they're kind of appointed guardians. JJ, you look like you're gonna die. So you know. You're just like, Lord, fuck that.
You're muted. You're muted.
Which is even better.
God damn it. Science of the God. Oh, I'm tracking.
Yeah, I got you. So real quick, so you guys would be remembered as the heroes that prevented the war from completely eradicating the scions, as well as the material plane. So the material plane was still destroyed. The world was still destroyed. But the cataclysm did not erase memories of the world before. So the scions were able to recreate Osiria and Talaris and the surrounding areas and the races as they remembered them. Without your help in retrieving Maguffin's scepter, thank you, D, again.
It's great. I love it.
You would not have been able. They would not have been able to remember you, even. The demons were attempting to wipe all memory of heroes and the gods from existence. You guys prevented that. So the world was still destroyed. Yes. But a new Osirio was born from your efforts.
Osirio?
This is not Osiria.
Oh, I heard Osirio.
JJ, I don't know if you've noticed. So it's gonna be a meme now. So you guys are remembered by certain entities as the heroes who preserved the memory of the world that they once inhabited. So like certain scions will recognize you in the pantheon of like demigods. But this is not to say that your adventures are over. The war rages. You have simply prevented it from spilling into the material plane for now. I will say, Patreon subscribers, patrons, if you subscribe to our Patreon, even at the $1 tier, you will have access to exclusive one-shots that are run in this exact same environment later on. So these characters may pop up again at level 20 with us possibly mildly intoxicated. Who knows?
Mildly,
quote unquote. Big air quotes here.
Mildly.
Who knows? We'll see. Right now, I really have to take a bio break, but I'm going to do the giveaways first. So far, we only have 2 entrants.
Nice.
I have been promoting this in the chat as much as I can, but we only have 2 entrants, which is awesome and a little disappointing at the same time. Because on the awesome side, it means we get to honor one of our most stalwart fans, which is Slope of the City. I don't know if Slope has won anything in our giveaways yet.
He did.
Slope,
He did.
Okay. Well, Slope, you've won another thing. Slope, you have won the Die Hard Dice giveaway of the Tourmaline Dice set. And the other is Sasper's 2005, who I know was brought in by D. So thank you, D. They entered, and they are going to win the gift card to Eris Sivad custom dice trays and dice bags. So JJ will get in contact with you about that. I will get in contact with Slope regarding the distribution of the dice. And that is it for the giveaways, ladies and gentlemen. And others. I keep saying ladies and gentlemen, but that is not all-encompassing anymore.
That's
very
actually a good point.
Friends.
Yeah.
Old-fashioned. Friends. Thank you, Hannah. Friends. Once again, if you guys want more content, more lore, more ridiculousness, subscribe to the Patreon. Follow us on Twitch. Subscribe to us on Twitch. Follow us on Twitter. We have a new official Twitter account for the channel. It is at ForeverDMNoMore. Or is FDMNoMore, rather. At FDMNoMore. And it'll be linked in the chat. And I think that is it, guys.
Yay!
Is that all for the level 20 drunk one-shot?
Well, for now.
For now?
Yep.
For tonight?
Yeah, for tonight.
The week before Super Bowl Sunday, as I was incorrectly tweeting
Ah,
earlier?
fuck the Super Bowl. God damn it, nobody cares. What I care about is I want to say welcome back to D. I missed you, brother.
I miss you too, man.
It's good. It's good to have you back.
Yeah, I really miss gaming with
Fun
you,
to
man.
play with you again,
Yes.
and hopefully we can do this again real soon.
Absolutely.
Definitely. I get to play with D every Tuesday. So if you guys tune in, you get to hear that beautiful, beautiful voice in your ear holes.
Can you sneak me in
Is
on
that
that
my
water,
beautiful,
that Dragon
beautiful
High
voice?
shit, or what?
Yeah, as soon as we don't have any guests scheduled, yeah.
We'll talk.
I also got
this Tuesday, 3/5 of the cast of Almost Heroic on Waterdeep Dragon Heist. Don't miss it. D, what were you gonna say real quick?
Oh, I was gonna say I gotta speak in preference of Die Hard Dice. I just bought a set of metal Die Hard Dice, and they are wonderful.
Yes, they are. They're
Yay!
beautiful. All right, I'm gonna go before I pop. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for getting us to 75 subscribers originally. Thank you for 117, or not subscribers, but followers. Thank you for 117 followers on Twitch. Now, let's get that to 150. Let's do another one of these. What do you say?
Yes, 100%.
I won't be the DM. I'll be a player next time.
I will try to DM this time.
Yeah,
100%.
let's do it. All right. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you in a couple of days. Until then, please, please, please remember, keep it friendly. All right? I think we can all do that. Good night. Good night, everybody.
Love you guys.
Bye.
We do love you.
We do very much.
We
so.
do. Seriously, I love you guys.
Yeah. All right. It's ending now.